Yo, yo, Wednesday nights. What up, Luna? No, Luna, I disagree. I disagree, bro. I gotta jump on here and talk some wrestling because you got me heated right now. I love Randy, man. Like Randy is a veteran, definitely a Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, but he can't stay healthy at this point. I don't feel like he would, even if he beat Cody for the title. I don't think he would keep it for the whole year. I think he would lose it by SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? We got Rocker Bash coming in. Rocker Bash, what up? Right on time.
When I was sleeping on the train.
Uh, okay.
Yo,
Uh,
you know who said that?
who?
Jay Electronica.
Oh God. We,
Yo, you see that video of him
uh,
getting booed
yes, we're
in
gonna
LA?
definitely get to that. I was like, bro, like he was crashing out on that video.
Like I thought he was going to, I, I I thought he was going to start a new freestyle, but he kept starting off where he left off at. Like, I feel like if Jay Electronica doesn't put out an album called "When I Was Sleeping on the Train,"
Right,
he's wasting good publicity.
bro. Oh man, I don't know. I don't even know what to say with him anymore, man. Because it's like he had so much potential, and I still feel like he can make great music, but it's like I don't think he cares about that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like he put out a couple albums, and it's like whatever. Like if y'all don't like it, too bad, and he just goes about his business. You know what I mean?
I feel like Jay-Z gave Jay Electronica the greatest musical social security you could ever have by him doing that. It was written. It was was it? It
Bro,
was written or
I
written
really feel like
testimony
something
album.
something is bro. Yes, that's why he act the way he do because it's like he had the Jay-Z cosign. So it's like now it's like y'all can't tell me nothing because Jay-Z was on my first album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the worst thing that could have happened was Jay-Z agreeing to record written testimony as a dual album because now
Exactly.
Jay Electronica really has no motivation to
Exactly.
give an honest effort when it comes to making music. Even his approach to music, it just feels like he's preaching
Facts.
to the unconverted, like he's trying to gain converts into the religion of Islam, and nobody wants to be preached at. Even as
That's
great as
that's
Public Enemy was, even as
that's
great as
exactly.
Public Enemy was, you
Hmm.
needed Flavor Flav.
Exactly.
Imagine if
Oh,
Public Enemy did not have Flavor Flav.
yo, Chuck D came out and said something like that too.
Yeah, like imagine if if Public Enemy was Chuck D and
Mhm.
Professor Griff.
Hold on. Give me a minute.
It would just be Public Enemy albums of them browbeating their listeners to death with uh with social commentary about the black community needs to be black nationalists. We
Uh,
need all of these things are are important and necessary, but nobody wants to be preached to.
right.
And I don't think Jay Electronica ever got that memo.
Bro, I don't know, man. Like it's like he's arrogant now. I'm like, bro, you did one album with Jay-Z. You gave us old music that should have been released like 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is the animosity towards the fans now? I don't understand.
And then he's while he was on stage, while he was getting booed, he was saying, "Everybody that's booing, y'all cowards."
Right.
Like y'all
What is
won't say that to y'all won't boo
how
me in
does
my
he?
face.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like how you crash out like that to against the fans, and you're supposed to be this figure of Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. I don't understand how he going at the fans like that.
Yeah, and then he went into the crowd and he was daring fans to boo him to his face, like they weren't booing him while he was performing. Like I want you to boo me in my face so I can hold this microphone to my face and act like I'm battling you for
He
just reciting my lyrics.
he clearly is bothered by what the fans been saying about him for the last 20 years, because we've been wanting that album with Just Blaze, and for whatever reason it never came out officially. He did put it out like later, but it's not the same. And Just Blaze, I've even seen Just Blaze in interviews say that he has like tons of unreleased tracks with J Electronica that may never come out.
And he told the crowd to shut the fuck up and listen to the bars. Like, dude, Cassidy been saying, you know, listen to these bars, for over 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and you ain't nicer than Cassidy. And I'm not a big Cassidy fan,
Uh-huh.
but he's been about bars over everything,
Right.
for 10 years now. You ain't that special where you can just
Cassidy
berate fans like that.
Cassidy's yeah. Cassidy's a dope lyricist. He just need to put out more music. Like his first album to me was trash, but I did like the second one, the I'm a Hustler album. But he hasn't put out shit since then. He needs to put out a good album for once.
Well, for the past probably, well, I'll say for the last 8 years, he's really been on the battling circuit.
Right.
Like he battled Goods, battled Arsenal, battled Hitman Holla.
Right.
He hasn't put out a full album in over 15 years. And I don't think Cassidy is capable of making a great album without an executive producer.
Well, anybody is capable of making a good album. Is how bad they want to do it though. How
Oh,
bad they want it.
I don't believe that.
Bro, can you remember how bad Cannabis got shitted on for his first album? And people were blaming Wyclef, right? And then he turned around and gave us his sophomore album after BC 2000.
I always thought, but first of all, this is going to be controversial,
Uh-huh.
but I never thought that the Cannabis album that was executive produced by Wyclef was bad. I mean, I know it's not a classic album, but I never thought it was disappointing or it was a dud or anything. I you know I think what did Cannabis in more than anything was him scapegoating Wyclef and then putting out subsequent albums that was, in my opinion, worse than his debut album. I mean, the approach was completely wacky. Like journalist is probably the journalist to me had a better lyrical performance on that album than Cannabis did.
Big
Like when
production,
Can
bro. Production wise, that was much better. You had DJ Clue on that album. You had Irv Gotti, rest in peace, was on that album. The beats were much better than the first album, right? But when you look at the track record that Wyclef had, like because the score sold 8-10 million albums and the carnival for Wyclef, he thought he was a super producer. And you look at his track record, the first Cannabis album, the first John Forte album, the first City High album, Project G and B, they never even got a chance to come out with their album. He fucked up all of those albums. Like John Forte said, like, yo, like I gotta go sell liquid crack because my first album did so badly thanks to Wyclef. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to me, John Forte and City High, those projects being disappointing, that's more of a reflection on Wyclef. Because at least, I mean, because think about it. no matter what people thought about the debut album, Second Round Knockout was on that album.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the memorable song from John Forte's debut album?
He didn't have any.
What was the memorable song on City High's album?
They had this song with Eve. They had the forgot the name of that joint because they had a video with Eve in it. Like that's the only song I remember from them. And then like they broke up and they had conflict in that group because allegedly Claudette Ortiz, the female lead singer of that group, she was dating both male members of that group.
Yo, that's like some real Fleetwood Mac type of stuff.
Right, and you see what happened with Fleetwood Mac, but people remember Fleetwood Mac. They got memorable songs and albums. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When they broke up, one of the guys that was in City High, he was in Sister Act 2 with Lauryn Hill, and he ended up being in the group. But they had issues in that group after they broke up. She went off to do R&B Divas, which was a reality show with Selena Johnson, and they had one of the girls from Brownstone on there and Kelly Price, a whole bunch of drama on that show. And she was doing a solo career, and she dropped a single with produced by Salam Remy. You know what I'm saying? And that was dope, but she didn't come out with no album after that. You know what I'm saying? But they had issues. Product G&B, same with them. Like they did the Maria song on the Carlos Santana Supernatural album. Carlos Santana got like all the Grammys for that album. I think he got album of the year also. And we was expecting an album, we didn't get nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? But that was Wyclef's group. You know what I'm saying? He was going to produce that whole album. We never got the album for that. They broke up. You know what I'm saying? The thing with Cannabis' first album, there was some joints on there. Like I like Get Retarded. Buckingham Palace was like being circulated on the mixtapes at that point. That was a fire. But the album itself, being that you put Cannabis in the Refugee Camp All-Stars, right? He was on the Gone to November remix with Destiny's Child and R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? He had the popular beef with LL and Wyclef produced that Second Round Knockout. We was expecting a great album and we didn't get that.
If I'm judging Cannabis' first album against Capital Punishment by Big Pun, is Dark and Hell Inside by DMX, Black, we are Black Star, by Talib Kweli and Mos Def. These are albums that were his lyrical peers. They were, I mean, they weren't rookies in hip hop, but they put out their first albums in '98.
Right.
And if you look at that cipher that they did together when they were sitting in that cafe, most people would have thought of all of those people that was in that cafe, Cannabis would have had the illest album.
Right.
Just based on talent, just based on just much of a just how much of a buzz he had with his MCing back then. So yeah, if I'm judging Can I Bust his debut album against those other Titans, yeah, that was pretty.
But that's what I'm talking about. I mean, like, yes, lyrically he got it. Like he was just as good as Pun and DMX lyrically, but the beats didn't say that on the first album though. And he had Easy Mo B a part of that album. Even Easy Mo B didn't give him no great beats on that album. Like this is Mo B that gave Miles Davis some classic shit before he died. You gave Biggie some classic shit on Ready to Die. You gave Craig Mack some classic shit on his Bad Boy debut. And when the Moby stuff you hear on Cannabis' first album, it wasn't great either. So it's Wyclef and it's Moby, but I'm blaming more Wyclef because he has a history with these artists and putting these artists on, and then it's like we're not getting no classic material. But you gave you had all the good shit on your own solo albums. You had the good shit for the Fugees second album. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, where's all that good shit that you didn't say no good shit for Cannabis first album or for City High? That's all I'm saying. So it's like that's why the fans blame Wyclef because he spearheaded that first album for Cannabis. You spearheaded John Forte first album. You know what I'm saying? You spearheaded City High. That was your group. Product G and B spearheaded them. They didn't even get a chance to come out with an album. So he has a history. He has a track record with this. But you went off and did shit with Shakira. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you look at his albums for himself, he's always had a few hits for himself, like the 911 song with Mary J. Blige. I mean, that was a big hit.
Yeah.
So he knows how to produce for himself.
Right.
And I think it might have something to do with the fact that Wyclef, he's a singer and an MC.
Right.
And his production didn't always fit with Cannabis's themes or songwriting ideas that Cannabis might have had. Like, I mean, I will say there's a song on the first album on Cannabis on Can I Bust record.
Right.
I wasn't really crazy about Rip Rock, which was the last song on that record, and it's pretty much like, to me, it sounds like Wyclef was working out, like a Led Zeppelin meets Run DMC type of concept, and he figured Cannabis was talented to pull it off, but
and
that's not a good way to end an album.
Right, that's not his sound. You know what I'm saying? Like Wyclef. I like Wyclef versatility in his music and different genres, but not everything is for everybody. That may work for Wyclef and his albums. That's not gonna work for Cannabis. That's not gonna work for City Hot. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a what if for you.
Mm-hmm.
What if Cannabis would have? How long did it take for Jay Electronica to release his first album?
The one with Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Bro, that's like at least 20 years in the I started hearing Jay Electronica in the 2000s. So that's at least 20 years in the making. We was waiting for his album, and it's a different album than the one with Just Blaze that we wanted.
So what if Cannabis would have put out his first album in 2018? Because he started to gain buzz in 98.
Mm-hmm.
So what if he would have put out his first album?
By that time, if you come in the game as a rookie, you come in the game and automatically off the rip, you got beef with LL because of your verse on 432-1, and you ain't drop an album until 2018. There wouldn't be no buzz for him no more. Nobody would care. You know what I'm saying? He would have to reinvent himself, because at that time it's like a lot of heads now, a lot of the young generation now, they don't know who the fuck Cannabis is. They wasn't around in 98 when he was beefing with LL.
But if you remember, in 2018, that was when RJ Payne, Ransom, Conway was starting to really put foots up people's asses on rap records. So don't you think that Cannabis would have been revered by the people that I mentioned and say, you know what, let's do a posse record. Let's do a posse cut so I can show people this is where I was inspired from. You don't think he would have got traction?
He would have had to reinvent himself though. Like even if like they came out with the Four Horsemen album. How many people paid attention to that album? When they were late for years with that album too.
Yeah, that album is kind of, it's not terrible, but man, like it is so, they were so far beyond their prime, especially Corrupt, man.
Exactly.
It hurts me because Corrupt was one of my favorite MCs, but Corrupt's lyrical prime was probably like 90. No, I'll say no later than 98.
Right.
So really, if Cannabis would have maintained his skill level from 98 to 2018, he would have been out rhyming Corrupt, maybe not Razzcast, but most certainly he would have been like the co-MVP of the Horsemen if that project was any better.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like nobody. He would have to reinvent himself for now, for this generation, because most of them wasn't born when he was out in '98. So they're gonna be like, yo, who the hell is Cannabis? And why is he in the group with that's called the Four Horsemen? Who are they? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you
So
look, well, if you look back at in '98 when Cannabis said that he's the German, he's the hip hop version of German engineering, and how you know how many people were blown away by his '97 mentality freestyle over that Clue mixtape. Now, what would Cannabis been rapping about in 2018, considering how much the world had changed?
yeah, I mean, he still can spit bars. I love to hear him rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially about current events. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can't come out in 2018 off of the LL beef, because the LL beef was already dead and over. So you know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I mean. He would have to come out and reinvent himself. I would have loved to see him like link up with like a producer that's out now, like a Conductor Williams, a Stu Bangers, um, Marco Polo, somebody that can give him an updated sound, and that'll make us forget about the whole Wycliffe thing. Because I think he can still do that now. He just, for whatever reason, he chooses not to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I would love for him to link up with one producer and do like an EP or a full album with someone. Eric Sermon, I think would be
Hmm.
great for him. You know, there's so many other producers out there that Damager, Alchemist. There's so many other producers that can bring out his full potential, because we know he got the potential. He just ain't got the memorable music other than the diss song to LL. You know what I'm saying? And for a lyricist of that caliber, he should have at least one classic album or near classic album to his name. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy, people heard people he heard the fans, what the fans were saying about his first album, and he went back in the studio and gave us a better album with the I'm a Hustler album. That was a much better album. The songs was better, the production was better. You know what I'm saying? And he made a conscious effort. I feel like Cannabis could do that. Well, I feel like Cannabis did that already with the sophomore album, but it's just that Universal Records didn't promote it. They didn't promote that. I only saw like maybe one video from that album when it came out. That was it, and they didn't play it on the regular. It wasn't in heavy rotation on Rap City or Video Music Box. You know what I'm saying? It was like I bought it because I'm like, from the songs I was hearing on um college radio, I was like, yo, this is a much better album than the first one. So that's why I bought it. But it didn't get no type of promotion.
But if you the 2000 BC album, it came out in 2000, and
Right.
look at that, and look at the field of rap records that came out that year.
Hmm.
You had Supreme Clientele by Ghostface. You had We Are the Streets by The Locks. You
Right.
had Life Story by Black Rob. You had Shine's debut album.
Hmm.
You had Dead Prez first album. Um, you had Reflection Eternal.
Yep.
I really, to me, the 2000 BC album was it a top five rap album of that year?
Right. No, it
I
wasn't
say
top five.
no.
It was definitely an underrated album of that year, because that to me was like the turn of like a new era when it came to rap, and I started to hear it with Nelly. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing how Nelly blew up with Country Grammar, and I was like, if this is what rap is gonna sound like for the next 10 years of the 2000s, it's gonna be really bad. And I started to see like a lot of different shit. But I mean, for some of those albums you just said, the Locks, that to me is their best album. Even now, I don't think they have an album since the We Are the Streets that's on that tier. I think they have their one classic with We Are the Streets. The Bad Boy album was cool. I don't think it was a classic though.
Yeah, that was the album I remember It had uh, All for the Money.
Yeah,
It had Do You Think I'm Jiggy?
yeah.
I think it had a song called Brunswick. Was it something
Bitches at Eastwick.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think they were just finding their footing with the album on Bad Boy.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. Like Cannabis, his talent, he like when I first heard him, I thought Razcast was the most lyrically complex MC that I had heard. But Cannabis made Razcast sound like you know, Spoony G, from back in the day. You know what I mean? Just in
Yo,
terms of, just in terms of complexity, uh, dexterity, man. Like I wonder, I wonder, I don't know. Like a part of me wonders, like if Jay Electronica could do it all over again, would he have taken more initiative and actually uh, made an album that was worthy of his talent?
Marquise, what
Because
up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Chilling. What you think about what Jay Electronica had to say to the crowd?
Man, Jay Electronic, man, man, um, uh, man, Jay Electronica hasn't been the same since, has not been the same since Control. Let's be real about that.
Mm.
And he's just flipping out for no reason.
Yeah,
He hasn't
I
been the
think
same since Kendrick outshined him on Control.
he crashing out. He crashing out on with the fans, and he don't have a classic album to even do that to me right now.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like the thing, to me, I feel like he used a cheat code. It's like I'm gonna put out my debut album, but it ain't gonna be the album that y'all thought it was. It's gonna be an album I did with Jay-Z, and and then after that, y'all can't tell me nothing. So here's your album. That's what he did. He used a cheat code with Jay because when that album came out, you had people saying this is on the same tier as Cuban Link because
What?
Ray, I saw a post like that because Ray had Ghostface as the co-star with him on most of the album, and Jay was on most of the album with Jay Elect. But I'm like, this is, first of all, the production is nowhere near what RZA did for Cuban Link. That's one, and they had Alchemist on that album, but Alchemist gave them some trash shit. You know what I'm saying? And like the it wasn't, to me, the Jay feature, it wasn't even his best. I'm like, this is like hearing Jay after retirement. This is hearing Jay settled into his married life with Beyonce and his 3 kids. I'm like, there's nothing memorable on that album that he said. You know what I'm saying? Like compared to the shit that he had on Black Album or what he was saying on American Gangster. I'm like, this is post retirement Jay. Like, this is nothing great.
Yeah.
it would have been a greater flex if Jay Electronica would have did that album with Jay Z, like in say during the Rockefeller years.
Exactly. If
Yeah,
if you
so
if you had gotten Jay, if you had did the album with Jay, and this was like during the Black Album era or American Gangster era, it would have been much better. But this is post retirement Jay. That's why I'm like, even if Jay drop a new album now, it's like, what is it gonna be? What is it gonna sound like? What does he have to say at this point? Like, I feel like he said everything.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not taking a political stance on what do you have to say? I don't want to hear you. We already know you're married with 3 kids, and you with Beyonce. Like, what else can you say?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I disagree with him on no more battling in hip hop comment.
Right. Exactly.
I'm like what are you
Exactly.
talking about, Jay?
Because if somebody right now, if somebody right now pull his card, you're gonna ignore them or you're gonna battle them. Especially if they call out Beyonce. He was
Right.
he was quick. He was quick to not fuck with Kanye. The minute Kanye was on tour talking about Beyonce and the kids, and You know what I'm saying? So if imagine if a MC come out now and he call out your wife and your kids, then what you gonna do? You're not gonna ignore that. Salute, Ray.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
exactly.
ignore that. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying? That something like
you just
battling is always you always need battling in hip hop.
yo, if somebody called Jay Z's wife out, he'll just have Tata handle it. He'll let somebody else do the dirty work.
Nah, he
because
gotta answer that. When you battle when you battle Nas, you made sure you was at Summer Jam to premiere that song and had Prodigy's Bally pictures up on the big screen, and you brought out Michael Jackson for that. He made sure that it was a big spectacle. You cannot ignore somebody calling out your wife and kids if you Jay-Z.
but when he made those records back then, he wasn't a billionaire. He
So what?
wasn't.
So because he's been there, he too good to battle. That's
Did you
even
not?
more the reason why you're gonna battle the person because that now you can brag that I'm a billionaire. I can end your career.
Man, did you not see that complex interview, man? Like
I did,
he is so far removed from hip hop, man. I don't think he even wants to be around
but
other rappers.
that's what I'm saying. If he's so far removed from hip hop, why put out a new album? I don't think he's gonna put out a new album. You know what I'm saying? I hear Memphis Bleak saying he's been working on. We always say that he's been working on new tracks and working on new songs. That could be just for his own enjoyment. That don't mean he got to put it out.
Also, Memphis Bleak said that he didn't think that Jay Z was going to put out another album, and then the
Mhm.
next year he put out 444.
Yeah,
So
Hmm.
Bleak, just because
Bleak
it
was
comes from
trolling.
Bleak doesn't mean that it's gospel.
Bleak was trolling this for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if he's so far removed now from hip hop, why put out a new album? What's the point of putting out an album? Because he's already a billionaire. It's not like record sales matter to him anymore. You know what I'm saying? So what would be the point? Are you putting it out just to say like I can still do it even if y'all thought I lost it, I can still do it and I'm a billionaire and it's still one of the best albums to date? Or is he doing it what's the incentive for him to do it?
Well, first of
Yeah.
all, the reason why I know Jay Z wouldn't make a diss track to another rapper for disrespecting his wife is because 50 Cent has been trolling Jay Z for over a decade, even trolling his wife to get a reaction, and Jay Z hasn't,
But he
went.
he already been had that. I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent? He already been said what he needs to say to 50. He not. I feel like when you look at 50, it's like he ain't on my level, so I'm not gonna address him. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
But when Jay Z said, "What the fuck is a dollar?" What the fuck is 50? Says I'm about $1. Like he said that when Jay Z was multi platinum with the Hard Night Life album, with the So Ghetto album, 50 Cent was still unsigned. He was still on Columbia. And the only thing that he had was How to Rob. Like he was small fry
They,
compared to Jay.
they had shelved his album though. Like Power of the Dollar was gonna come out, but after he got shot, they dropped him, and then the album ended up leaking to the bootleggers. You know what I'm saying? So he was gonna drop. It's just that he got for whatever reason they dropped him after he got shot up or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like Jay was already multi-platinum at that point. It's like what could 50 tell him? You didn't even drop your first album. What could you tell him at that point? You know what I'm saying? So it was like to him, that's already over and done with. It's like that's why I feel like he's not gonna address 50 because it's been done in his head.
And
You know what I'm saying?
also,
Uh-huh.
uh, and also, I don't think he's not gonna address Nicki Minaj either.
Right. It's like what could you know what I'm saying? Like Nicki's not on his level. What could Nicki say to him that's gonna bother him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Weezy mad at him because he didn't get picked for the Super Bowl. Like he
Yeah.
not looking at them like they competition.
Hmm.
But I mean, Nicki Minaj don't even know her damn self. Like she went from being a pink Barbie to being under Trump's nuts, for the
Right.
past year or so. Like
Mhm.
she like like I think Jay Z kind of feels sorry for Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj has just been uh, she's been trying to find her footing, ever since her relevancy has waned after not putting out after not putting out albums in so many years.
Right.
I mean, when she says the things about Trump, considering where this country is right now, she's so far gone. Like, if I'm Jay Z, like I'm not even wasting my breath addressing you because you're so pathetic.
Right.
Like you want to be, and not only that though. Like, did y'all see? I mean, I don't mean to
Mm,
digress a little bit,
mm.
but you don't think Jay Z saw that image, those that video of Nicki Minaj holding Trump's hand at the White
Yeah.
House?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Like, that says everything I need to know about where you are mentally. Like, you're not on my level. Like, you're trying to, be underneath, the, the nuts of Trump and Jay Z. Like, he's thinking about, conquering other industries.
Right.
You're trying to conquer. You're trying to conquer the commander in chief in bed. Like, what are we talking about?
They mad. They mad about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know.
All of the Young Money cats are still mad about it.
Yeah.
That's
It's
right.
like, come on. Like, we already had Bad Bunny and Kendrick perform. They still talking about the Super Bowl. Why? Why
Yeah.
we? You
Yeah. Let it go.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that's me. Luna's talking about wrestling. Luna, we gonna definitely talk about WrestleMania coming up, man. That's like 2 weeks away. You
Uh,
know.
what do y'all think about this situation with Brandy and Rodney Jerkins?
Yes, there was a, I believe that was part of her memoir. Like Brandy put out a book March  31st, and she
Yeah.
airing out all the dirty laundry, and she's talking about how in the book that she and Rodney had a falling out in the studio, and Rodney told her, "Well, you do you. I'm gonna go over here and sell 5 million with Beyonce." And she felt like Rodney like abandoned her to go work with Beyonce when she went solo. So that was like the
Hmm.
thing. So we haven't gotten nothing classic from Brandy and Rodney Jerkins since what, the Full Moon album? That's over 20 years
Yeah.
ago.
Something like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what do y'all think about what she had to say? I didn't read her book yet.
Tell me, like, can either y'all tell me like what was said about Rodney Jerkins?
From the book.
The book.
I mean, I haven't read it, nor have I heard,
I,
the
I saw I
controversy
saw
about it.
a clip of it, and like she was saying that when they had the argument, he suggested that he was moving on to sell 5 million with Beyonce. And she felt like that was like a gut punch to her, and that's part of her book. That's what she's saying. According to her, she's saying that the two were going at it like siblings, and Jerkins told her, "Go do what you're gonna do, while I go sell 5 million records with Beyonce." And then after that, she stormed out, feeling humiliated, and realized that it was time to move on from their partnership. So that's where the beef. It's not no real beef, but she's saying there was a split. She hasn't worked with Rodney Jerkins since then, since the Full Moon album.
Yeah, because I heard some rumors that there was some tension between Beyonce and Brandy,
Uh,
allegedly. Because I
I
guess
I
she
heard
was.
about that, but I don't know how true it is. I'm like, well, Brandy came up with shit during Beyonce's run as in her soul career, but it wasn't nothing that was sticking. It wasn't nothing that was memorable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. That's just something I'm just starting to hear, that they had some there's some I don't know about Beyonce. Maybe it's all in Brandy's head,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
but she's saying like there was like some, because of Rodney Jerkins that there was some tension between them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's what she said coming from her memoirs, that when she was talking about that, and that also in her memoirs she also talked about dating Wanye Morris from Boyz II Men, and that she was 16 and he was grown already, and he's saying that they were both kids. I'm like, he clearly
Oh
was.
wow.
Like, Wanye was much older than Brandy when they did Broken Hearted. He was way older.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? And why was it? How come nobody's going after him? How come he's not in jail right now?
I don't know.
That's a
Because
damn
we
good
knew about
question.
that back in the '90s when Broken Hearted came out on her first album. We knew about that, and he ended up leaving Brandy to go date Adina Howard.
Oh.
So why isn't Wande in handcuffs and locked up behind bars right now? He should be in the same cell with Diddy. How come that's not going on? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? He's trying to downplay, like, oh, we were both kids. No, you wasn't. You was the grown man and Brandy was a teenager.
Yeah, he said that on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. So he trying to downplay this shit because he know he don't want to get that backlash. I'm like, it's too late, because we know about that back in the '90s. We were hearing about that, and nobody said anything. They were too busy going after R. Kelly.
You know what? That's a damn good question. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's that is like because you can just go down like the X-Files and just peel back the layers of just how insidious that dynamic is, man.
He said Insidious, like the horror movie Insidious.
Because because I had heard the rumors like you tried,
Mm-hmm.
but man, I didn't know that he was really.
Nah, it was real. Because like when they end up doing the video for Broken Hearted together, and you could tell even in the video they looked like they were in love. Like that was a real thing. Like, we knew back then that he was dating Brandy. Like, Brandy got around. Like, she portrayed this good girl image and shit, and she had the cosign from Whitney Houston and all that. But she was dating Kobe Bryant. She took Kobe Bryant to his prom when the year that he got drafted.
Yeah.
She was dating Kobe Bryant. She was I forgot her baby daddy for her first kid, because he was like a producer, right? She was dating Wanye from Boyz II Men. Like, she got around. Like, she was supposedly she was dating both Sean and Mace, and they had like a thing last week that they talked about it, and Sean was like he was dating her, and Brandy came out and said that he's lying, and so she got around. You know what I'm saying? The Wanye thing is definitely real, because we heard about that back in the '90s. That's a real thing. But again, too many people they were too busy trying to get R. Kelly for Aaliyah, and they forgot you have another R&B star from a popular R&B group that was dating a teenager. Nobody said anything about that.
You know what? If I'm Gayle King, I'm circling back and I'm trying to top that R. Kelly piece.
The Wanye Morris interview? He'll never do that. He'll never do that. And you got to think, if he dated one teenager, how many other teenagers did he date? He could be others out there that we don't know about.
Who knows?
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's weird is that doesn't want who's like, I know there's a member of Boyz II Men that has like a podcast.
That's Sean Stockman.
Sean Stockman.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I would want to ask him, like, dude, I want to know. Well, first of all, he had to have known, but also I want to know when are you going to bring your bandmate to interview him for the podcast? Because
even if we do, he's not gonna ask him that question.
Yeah, not at all.
He ain't gonna ask him that question.
Yo, but you know what though? I think what he would do is that he'll do like the interview, with old boy, and then like for a week he'll tease the podcast by saying, okay, we got what's his name, Kanye, on the on the show to talk about his past, all things personal,
Right.
And then right when everybody is expecting old boy to ask him about his relationship with Brandy, he'll like the real question would be about his current relationship with his significant other. But he,
Let me
but
let
he'll
me tell
but
you.
he'll tease it in a way where in the clips that circulating, it'll make it seem like he's asking questions about Brandy, but it's really
Right.
about somebody else. That's
If
how
if
that'll
if
happen.
Wanye is a true stand up guy, he'll go on that his boys podcast and admit to him dating Brandy when she was underage. That's how you end all the gossip and the rumors. Like just go on your boy podcast and admit to dating her when she was 16.
I know. You got to be thinking like, damn, why does my bandmate got to have a podcast now, man?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
why couldn't it have been like 5 years ago?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bro, they let me tell you, Boyz II Men put out a remix album called the Remix Collection in 1995, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't even them; it was Motown Records. Motown Records put out a collection of remixes from like their biggest hits, and supposedly Boyz II Men was angry at the label because they didn't sanction the remix album, or whatever. But they end up doing a video for the remix album with the Vibing remix featuring tracks from Naughty by Nature, Method Man, Craig Mack, rest in peace. Who else was on that? I think somebody else was Busta Rhymes. They end up doing a video for the Vibing remix, and it's on the remix album. They also have a remix for Broken Hearted with Wanye and Brandy on the remix album. So they definitely knew
Wow.
they definitely knew that Wanye was dating Brandy. Now they ain't never came out and publicly say it, but they definitely knew that Wanye was dating Brandy. That's all I'm saying.
So
There's a remix for Broken Hearted on the Boyz II Men remix album.
so so you're saying the parents did not know that while they were
Her,
dating Brandy.
her parents knew, but again, it's like if you the breadwinner in the family, because this is before Ray J wasn't doing shit. This is before Ray J of Love and all that shit, and Kim Kardashian. If she making all the money in the family, you ain't gonna say shit.
Right.
You ain't gonna say nothing. And this is what I was saying with the R. Kelly situation. Like, yeah, R. Kelly's to blame for what he did, but you got to blame the parents of those girls also. Like, where were their parents at? How do you not know where your teenage daughter is at night? They got to take some blame for that too. And a lot of them probably got hush money to not say anything.
Yeah. Same with the Michael Jackson thing.
Right.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? How do you have your 4-year-old staying over at night for a sleepover at Neverland Ranch? I don't care who it is.
Right.
Michael, your next door neighbor. If you don't know this person, how is your kid doing a sleepover at Neverland Ranch?
I was
Exactly. That's the parents' fault.
to this day. I'm still flabbergasted that Michael Jackson even entertained being around children after the first child
Yeah,
molestation
but you know
trial.
what? I think part of that too is that Michael was very giving. He gave a lot of his money to charities and the fundraisers and heal the world and all that shit, and it ended up biting him in the ass. And he was too giving, and he should have been a little bit selfish after that first trial and say, "Fuck y'all, I'm moving away, and y'all ain't never gonna find me." But he didn't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it ended up costing him a two trials, not one but two within 10 years. That should tell some people something. I'm not saying that he was guilty, but two trials in 10 years? Come on.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I'm
I
saying?
mean, and then after that, after he was acquitted in 2005, like he went to Bahrain for a year. He was a
Yeah.
nomad. He was going from
He,
country to country, trying to find himself, trying to put together the pieces of his career, and it took too much of a toll. And to me,
he
this to me, I think this uh, a teachable lesson on people that have too much power. Because if
right.
you have so much power where nobody will, check questionable behavior, and the power dynamic is that the the person that's making all of the money is making all of the decisions, and And if you're thinking about, you know, criticizing that person like MJ for making dumb decisions, are you really going to sacrifice not being in the circle anymore?
That's the
And,
thing.
and I think the same dynamic was in play when Brandy was at the height of her popularity and success, especially in music and in uh with the sitcoms.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was that they didn't keep that a secret. That was people knew that they were dating. You know what I'm saying? And that's what probably led to the collab of doing Broken Hearted together. But eventually he left her for Dina Howard. And now because it's coming out in her book, now he's trying to backtrack. I'm like, bro, it's way too late. People from the 90s know about it.
Yeah, it's already out there already, so you
Right.
can't back it.
Unless you come out and you admit to actually dating her when she was underage, he can't stop that. Like he can't stop what people think of him now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing. The Michael Jackson thing also, I want to say, like, there's been reports that it might be broken into two parts, a two-part film, and supposedly Antoine Fuqua, the director of the film, he had an original ending where the original ending was gonna have Michael the cops coming to Neverland Ranch to arrest Michael Jackson because of the child allegations, and
Hmm.
they told him you got to cut that out. They told him
What?
that's yeah. They told him you got to cut that out the film. The film supposedly now the film is going to end with the Bad Tour, and if even if this movie does $1 billion and there's a part two that's greenlit, what are you going to have in part two? Because part of Michael Jackson's legacy, unfortunately, is the child allegations and the two cases. So I
Yeah.
would, if you want this biopic to be legit, you got to involve that part of his life. Because to me, if you glaze over that, it's not going to feel like an official biopic.
I'm
Oh.
actually I'm actually wondering if to me, I remember the what was that movie that Flex Alexander did
Mhm.
Man in
about
the
my
Mirror.
yeah. I mean that's a terrible
Horrible.
movie,
I didn't even
man.
watch it.
Yo,
I did. I
Just when you
what
said
the
Flex Alexander, I'm like, he don't look like Michael Jackson.
it's a number one. There's so many things wrong with that movie. Number one, Flex Alexander's makeup, the
Oh,
hair was terrible, the acting was terrible, but the way that they tried to, the movie was really based about Michael Jackson's career after the first time he was accused of child molestation charges, and
oh,
hmm
they showed it was a portrayal of MJ, courting, parents, to bring their children to Neverland Ranch and having sleepovers, and they really portrayed MJ as, some, weirdo that had arrested development, and there was some contextual things that was left out, and if this is a bad TV movie,
right.
and to tackle a controversial subject like that, it takes a lot of sensitivity and nuance.
Let
And I
me
think and I think too and I think too much can go wrong by covering that portion of his life and career, by a big budget film studio.
Jay Luna said the kid can't be mentioned in the film. Well, which kid? Because there was more than one kid that came out.
Jordan Chandler,
I
the
don't know,
dude.
but there's more than one kid that came out. He actually, you know what's crazy? If y'all remember, there was a rap group called Quo back in the '90s. It was one little bald head black kid and a white boy, right?
Hmm.
The white boy name is Wade Robeson. He's he's
Oh.
uh
Oh
he's from
yeah.
Australia, right? And he was friends with Michael Jackson, and when Michael Jackson got the first time in '93 when he got accused of the child sex abuse, They spoke to Wade and they questioned him, and he said nothing inappropriately ever happened with him and Michael. Right? That was 93. You fast forward to 2013, he reversed his position and said and filed a late creditor claim and said and he had a civil lawsuit against the Jackson estate saying that Jackson had abused him from 1990 to 1997 when Robeson was between 7 and 14 years old. Case is currently before a California court as Robeson versus MJJ Productions. He detailed his allegations in 2019, the 2019 documentary Leaving Neverland. That was in 2019, right? Supposedly, a part of the settlement was when he was young that Michael Jackson gave him a record deal. The record deal was with him and the other kid to form the rap group Quo. Right? Their first single was with Redman. There's a video for that. I remember getting that album from Columbia House when they were doing like the 99-cent dollar bin. That album was trash. Okay, like I hope Redman got paid for his feature on there. That album was garbage.
Well, good thing you didn't have to spend much on getting that album for Columbia.
I was curious on hearing the album because the second single they did, they sampled the Jackson 5 song Heartbreak Hotel, and there's a video for that also. But that was part of the deal allegedly that that his hush, like he wouldn't say anything if Michael Jackson gave him a record deal. Michael Jackson gave him a record deal. They came out with one album and that was it. But that album was garbage, right? So and he had lied he lied and said that he never got any inappropriate anything from Michael, and then he reversed this shit later on. So when you say they can't mention the kid, which kid? Because it's more than one, including him.
I don't know. I don't know why they said they can't get it in the movie, but you have to.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you look at it, like the NWA biopic, Straight Outta Compton was classic. They had to go through the ups and the downs, even with NWA, right? Elvis, the Bohemian Rhapsody, any true biopic, you're gonna have ups and downs. There's no way in hell you can do a Michael biopic and not talk about the allegations.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we? But also keep in mind that in that Straight Outta Compton biopic, there was criticism from the press that Dr. Dre's misdeeds around D. Barnes was whitewashed. So, it does happen.
The whole time on it though, like we knew, like he assaulted her and then he did jail time for that.
Yeah, and and also the whole thing where Easy got beat up at the studio and stuff like that, and people said that, and also people said that wasn't true either. So, yeah.
Well, and also keep in mind that it's easy.
I mean,
and also keep in mind it's easy for the director to include that scene of Eazy-E allegedly getting physically assaulted by Suge Knight to sign that release to get Dre off of Ruthless so he could sign to Death Row when Eazy-E is no longer alive, to contest that portrayal of him. Because what person is going to really show such, it is going to be vulnerable where they can show an event in their life where they weren't the hero or they took an L.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is like you can't have a 2-part biopic about the greatest entertainer and artist of all time and not include the down period in his life. because to me it's not going to be an authentic biopic. It's just going to be like, oh well, they're not even. First of all, they don't even got Janet Jackson in the biopic. How do you not have his sister? He had
Yeah,
a big
exactly.
hit
That's
called
why I'm
Scream.
skeptical of it.
He had a
I'm like,
big hit called Scream from the History album in 1995, featuring Janet Jackson. How do you not have Janet in the biopic?
Well, Janet Jackson,
yeah,
she contested some elements of the movie uh, before before it was scheduled to come out. So it seems like Janet Jackson isn't on board. So in
Oh,
order to avoid any static with her, they decided not to include her in this movie.
but you got Rebe, and Latoya in there. What the hell are they doing in there?
right. I saw that on
What
Instagram.
can it what can they add to the story? Like I want to see this shit. You see the group. This is
I
Oh,
mean,
that was the group.
this is the group that was signed to Michael Jackson label, MJJ Productions. The white boy in the album cover, that's the one that had lied and said that he never got touched inappropriately, and then later on he said that he was molested between 7 and 14 years old.
wait, is there a duel?
They're
Yes,
duo.
they'll do it. Yes, they were like the fake crisscross. You know what I'm saying? No, we'll talk. Because crisscross was already out. They were selling, or they were going multi-platinum, and this was like their answer to crisscross. But I heard the album. The album was trash, and their first single has Redman on it, and there's a video for that. Like Redman is in the video with them.
It looks like Mac Daddy with a
I never
nose
heard
ring.
it, so
Yeah,
They, Mac,
the
you,
black kid, I want to say the black kid. He used to date Reagan. Was it Reagan Preston Gomez from Parenthood? I think that was like her man at one point.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the white kid Wade, he's the one that lied and said that he never got touched inappropriately, and then years later he comes out and says, "Oh yeah, I got molested when I was 7 years old." Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, and I think wasn't Wade Robinson a choreographer?
Yes, he was a dancer also.
Yeah,
yep.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I remember him from the group because I remember when they would play their video on Rap City, and I'm like, this is the fake crisscross right here. You know what I'm saying? And I was curious to hear. I remember we didn't have streaming back then, so I'm like, yo, I was curious to hear the album, but I didn't want to buy it at full price. I'm like, yo, thank God Columbia House. We had Columbia House back then, and they had it in the 99-cent bin, and I bought it and I heard it. I'm like, yo, this shit is garbage, and I threw it away. It was bad. I've even seen collectors post this album. I'm like, this album was trash. Y'all know this album was trash.
this is like something that Madonna would have put out or created because because you remember that book she put out,
Yeah.
erotica, like
Yes.
they look like they would have appeared in that book.
Yeah, she had Big Daddy Kane in the book. She had Naomi Campbell was in that book.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah,
But
like
see, I never got the book. I was like underage. I couldn't get the book because they were selling that book like behind the register at Barnes and Nobles. So
yeah,
you needed like an adult to get the book.
it was so like a 2 Live Crew album.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I remember when that book came out, but I couldn't get the book at that point. But I remember like them talking about it, and they were talking about like Big Daddy Kane was in it, and Naomi Campbell, and it was crazy.
Yeah, to me, like Wade Robinson, like it sounds like he, filed that lawsuit against the estate after his career as a
Yeah,
choreographer took a dive, and now
yeah,
he's trying to
like
recoup
that's
whatever
lame.
money that he lost.
That's
Yeah,
lame for him to do that. You know what I'm
it,
saying?
it,
So like so it's like it's more than one kid that came out and claimed they had allegations against Michael. It wasn't just Wade. It was other kids too. My whole thing was that where's the parents? Like you cannot be so much of a stand of an artist like Michael Jackson and be like, okay, well I'm gonna leave my 4-year-old at Neverland Ranch for the weekend and just go off about your business. Like that makes no damn sense to me. Like they should be in trouble too.
especially when the abuse alleges when the allegation is that the abuse was from 1990 to 1997.
Right, exactly.
That's like an entire That's like high
That's half a
school,
decade,
college.
bro. Like he literally. That's 2 albums. Like Dangerous came out in what 91, and then History drops in 95. He did 2 albums while he was doing that.
Yeah, what was it? The Blood on the Dance Floor remix album
And the
came out in
remix album. I
'97.
ain't even. I don't think I've ever listened to that album. Like, if I did, I never bought it. But yeah,
I
he
mean,
had like that's like 3 albums worth of shit he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, they were trying to get Michael by any means necessary.
if there was like a second, uh, uh, like a sequel to this upcoming movie, I
Mhm.
think the pinnacle would be like around the time he put out History.
Yeah, but if you okay, so then part two would cover like from Bad, which was what 87 to 95. You know what I'm saying? But
It
again,
will
it's like even
cover.
if you do from 87 to 95, the allegations was 93. So you would have to include that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? My thing is like if you have a part two, you got to include the allegations to make it like really official. Like, oh, this is an official Michael biopic. Like, we ain't trying to have another biopic come out on Lifetime or some shit. This is the official one, right? You got to cover everything that happened from 87 to when he died, including and the the fallout with Sony Records and Tommy Mottola. Remember, he had a beef with Tommy Mottola. He was calling him the devil, and he had like a rally in Harlem with Al Sharpton because like they had a dispute over the singles for Invincible.
but I wonder like if they omit the the child molestation charges of '93, then how are they going to get from the uh, from the criminal charges filed against him in
Right.
'93 to his marriage to Lisa
Lisa
Marie
Marie Presley.
Presley,
Right. That too.
because
Yeah.
because both things happened concurrently.
Right. You had that going on. You know what I'm saying? And then the second allegations was what 2000. I forgot the year it was for that.
I
That
think it
was
was
that,
I think it was in 2003
yeah. That
because the
was
trial
like
happened
before
in
he passed away.
'05.
Right. So it's like how do you gloss over two trials? That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? If they want this to be one of the best biopics of all time and for it to make $1 billion, they got to include that.
And also like I can, and if you're going to omit like any uh any of the charges of uh of child neglect or or child molestation, they have a better chance of doing it with the first one
Right.
because at least in the '90s, History was mega.
Right.
Like like NJ, he was at the.
They
I don't know. I think History might have outsold Dangerous.
they put out, bro, like London. He had like a barge where they had like a full statue in London for him.
Yeah,
And this is like coming,
it was
and that was
gargantuan.
like the album where he addressed the media. Like he addressed the attorney general that was on the case. That was the Dobbs Snyder or whatever. That song was about the prosecutor that was going after him in the first case.
Yeah, and he was cursing on that
Yeah,
album.
he was cursing out. We've never heard Michael Jackson say a bad word at all until History came out.
Yeah, like he had been defined before, but we had never heard and seen Michael Jackson pretty much,
Right,
you know, pretty much give the middle finger to the establishment because he was
right.
always the critical darling of the
Hmm.
music press.
Yep,
And then he had a song where he was singing about Demerol,
yep.
and I didn't know
That's
what Demerol
unreleased though.
was,
That's
huh?
that's unreleased.
Oh, okay.
But I heard the song that song they played after he died because that was on YouTube and there was a lot of unreleased stuff. I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but there was a lot of stuff that I had looked up. It was a lot of unreleased songs. He did different versions of "We Are the World" by himself. He had songs with Stevie Wonder that never came out. So he has a lot of unreleased stuff that for whatever reason his estate hasn't put it out. They need to put out like a bunch of Michael Jackson lost tapes. You could do a whole lost tape series right now.
Yeah, but you can't just gloss over the second child molestation charges filed against him that led to
Right.
the trial because
Exactly.
in '03, I mean MJ was irrelevant. I mean
Exactly.
in 03, 04, 05, the last album that he put out was in 01, and that was a
Right,
commercial disappointment to a lot of people in the industry.
right.
So a lot of people, when they think of MJ's, in the last 10 years of his life, he was pretty much beleaguered. He was all, he was beset with so many legal problems that I do believe that they have to at least cover some portion of it. They
Yeah.
don't have to get into the nuts and bolts of it, but to just gloss over it.
But if they're telling, if Anton Fuqua was told to cut it out of the film, that came from the Jackson estate themselves. That came from Captain Jackson and the family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, why green light a biopic that you want told about your famous relative if you're not going to tell the full story?
Right. Right. I
You know
don't
what I'm
think they
saying?
should never cut it out. They should have
I'm not
left
trying
it
to shut on it because I do want to go see it. I want to go see it, and I went to the pop-up event. The pop-up event was okay. It wasn't. I had my issues with the pop-up event because I feel like for Michael Jackson, this to me is the greatest entertainer, the greatest artist of all time. He should have had a pop-up event on the scale of like the Madison Square Garden or Jacob Javits Center, not in some little small ass room.
in. Oh,
That's
wow.
where they put it at. Like a little small ass room, like barely a corner. I'm like, for Michael Jackson. I'm like, bro,
What?
I went to pop-up events for Nas, for Wu-Tang Clan that was much bigger. The Mass Appeal rollout last year, that pop-up event was in a huge building. For Michael Jackson, they gave him a small corner.
Really?
It should be on the level of the Black Panther movie.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, ain't no way for you. So you mean to tell me that Nas and Wu-Tang Clan is a better artist than Michael Jackson? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember when they had when there was like around the time that Black Panther came out, like they had food available. They had
Yeah.
you had like posters that they were selling, that was in a 3D that you could buy. They had
Yes.
projection screens. They
Yeah.
had a lot of merchandise. It was, you could tell that they really wanted this to be mega. They wanted to be a big event where you can have a family event, take the family out, and just have a good time.
Bro, for when Nas celebrated 25 years of Illmatic, he had a great pop-up event, one of the best ever, right? I went to that event and he had things on display from that era. He had like the old Timberlands he was wearing back from 94 that was on display. He had there were different portraits that was made like for like artists, different interpretations of Illmatic. Remember when they put out that Illmatic reissue, it was like a multicolored album cover. They had that on display, right? They had that when he had like a deal with Hennessy. They had like one of his old Henny bottles on display. They had shit like that on display. For Michael Jackson pop-up event, the things they had on display, it wasn't even his. Supposedly it was the security guard told us it was the wardrobe that Jafar wore in the movie. I'm like, so it's not even Michael Jackson own
So,
wardrobe. This is the shit that Jafar was wearing from the biopic.
So they basically got it off Wish.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like this is it. Don't feel like the only thing that was authentic was the music. Like they were selling the Michael Jackson vinyl, the Jackson 5 vinyl. I'm like, I got that shit already. You know
so
what
they
I'm saying?
don't.
I got the OG copy. They were selling the reissued it.
So they don't have his regular outfits since.
Nah, that wasn't his regular outfits. Like I took video and pics of it. That's not his regular outfits. That's the costumes that Jafar wore in the biopic. That's not Michael Jackson's outfits though.
Wow.
Hell, they could have at least had the original activated juice on display.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't have nothing. Yo, this he got jokes. He got jokes. Nah, I didn't. Yo, I that's what I'm saying. I'm like the family got all of that shit. They got some of that shit is probably in the Rock and Roll of Fame because he's in there twice. You know, the family
Yeah.
probably got a lot of his stuff. But I'm like, they could have donated some stuff for this pop-up event. It's about him.
Exactly. And I
You know
heard
what I mean? So
also
I was very
heard
disappointed with that. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to show out because Michael Jackson is my favorite artist of all time of any genre. I want to see the biopic. I'm just saying it's not an official biopic if you don't have the allegations in it. Also, they
Hey,
can't just gloss over that shit.
hey, but you know what I also want to see in the biopic?
Yeah.
Yo, yo, do you remember Word to the Bad?
Yes. The Jermaine Jackson. That's what I
Yeah,
mentioned too.
I want to see them like I want to see like Michael Jackson's reaction
I forgot
in that
about
song
that.
because it's a diss track Jermaine made to Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Yo,
That's a real thing.
yo,
Yo,
if you've never heard Word to the Bad,
that was bad,
go
Trust
listen
me,
to
I
it
don't
just for
want
shits
to.
and giggles.
bro. You remember on
I'm
the
going to go
Today
listen to
Show,
it after I get off this live.
bro?
So.
On the Today Show, they got a clip of Jermaine Jackson was on the Today Show with Matt Lauer, right, in the morning show on NBC back then,
Yeah.
and they were talking about he debuted the word to the bad song on there, and he talking. Matt is asking him like, yo, how do you make a diss song to your brother? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like this is the most corniest song ever. You know
Yo,
what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
go check that out.
yo,
Bro, that shit was hilarious.
yo, do you know like, yo, I think as a side note, man, like you can really say that Jermaine Jackson made a diss track to Michael, but J. Cole was above making a diss track to Kendrick.
That which is crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Two
That's crazy.
different things. Same
And
thing.
speaking of J. Cole, because he got some news that's coming out and that came out recently, right? There was an interview that somebody from TDE had did, and you know, back on the off season album, J. Cole had mentioned that he had a fight with Diddy, right? And he's saying apparently that they saying the guy from TDE is saying that J. Cole is lying about how the fight went. He said that he held his own against Diddy, but Diddy was fucking him up. So
Yeah.
I don't know what my whole thing is like Cole, like, can it get any worse for you right now? Like you ducking Kendrick, you're ducking Kendrick, you're doing apologies and shit. Then you're out here in your fucking Hyundai, traveling the country and signing autographs and kissing babies like you about to go into
Doing those
politics.
interviews and stuff like that.
Like Batista said about John Cena.
Right. I'm like, bro, we all know you got money.
girls.
Like what you gotta fix your broken down Hyundai for what? You can afford a Benz or a Lamborghini if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like don't, you ain't gotta play your friends like they stupid. Like they know you got money. Right. And then now this comes out about how he lying about the fight with Diddy, and you got somebody from TDE that's coming out and saying that he's lying about the fight.
Diddy was giving J. Cole the business like Michael Jackson was beating the shit out of
Right.
Martin.
So that make you look even worse now. So this is Kendrick's former label that's coming out and saying that you lying about the fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, like go. This should be your last album. Like, just retire after this.
This makes J. Cole look even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Even bad.
Yo, man, I'm
Worse.
like I'm not really into AI. I hate AI on general principle, but I would love to see.
Yo, speaking of that, you be seeing these like pictures and videos of people with these AI so-called artists and shit. Like they actually taking the picture with them.
Yeah, that's hella corny, man.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
fucking
that.
dumb, man. And whoever co-signs that shit is fucking stupid.
Exactly.
Yo, to me, it's like when you remember in the imaginary player video
Yeah.
when those cats they went to the club and they was
JB
fronting.
Smooth.
Yeah, JB Smooth, and they was fronting like they were really, balling, and they were on the same level as Jay-Z. That's what that reminds me of. It's like you're trying to, like you're using AI to give the impression that you're tight with this person, but like you're on the same level as this person, and the person that you're trying to be like don't even know who you are.
Okay, so Paul. Okay, so he came out last month and told Double XL that the fight did happen, and he's saying it was from 2013 when it was a VMA party. After the VMAs, it was an after party, and he said that in his song Let Go My Hand, explaining that he didn't want to kick a man when he's down, talking about he didn't want to talk about it because Diddy's locked up now. But he's saying the cause of it was from Diddy was drunk and he confronted Kendrick Lamar over the Control verse. Remember he did that verse on Big Sean's song Control?
Yep,
And,
of course.
And he stated, Kendrick stated in the song he was the king of New York, and Diddy tried to pour a drink on Kendrick. And J. Cole came to J. Cole is coming to his aid, and this is why he didn't want to have no smoke with Kendrick. He came to Kendrick's aid, and it led to a physical altercation with him and Diddy. And the initial reports was that they were friends, saying that the fight never happened, right? And Cole said the fight did happen, and he didn't want to talk about it because of the legal issues that Diddy has or whatever. But supposedly Diddy slapped him. That was part of the altercation, like that. Diddy, he got slapped by Diddy, and there was a TDE member that came out in a podcast and said that it didn't happen the way that Cole is telling a different side of the story.
Oh, that.
Or whatever.
Oh, that.
I'm like, bro, like,
and Diddy was wearing a thong too.
Yeah, see, that's what he said. That he was wearing a black leather thong when he was slapping J. Cole.
It was hilarious.
I'm like, bro, can it get any worse for J. Cole? That's what I'm saying. How do you get slapped by a dude wearing a black leather thong? Like what?
What? Yo, you know what's running in my mind right now? I'm just thinking about the Michael Jackson video. I'm bad when it was wearing those like those tight leather outfits, with the with those metal things and running for the subway.
Right.
Like MJ was like MJ would have got to the business.
Right.
Like for J. Cole, like to allow himself to get disrespected like this by by Diddy, especially with these details, man. Like in order for J. Cole to redeem himself, he got to diss Kendrick and diss TDE as a label staff and the record label.
Right,
bro. I'm like, bro.
No pun intended. Fall off. Look bad.
There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like you get into a scuffle with Diddy, and he drunk. This is drunk Diddy. Like he drunk, and he was approaching Kendrick. Like I'm surprised Kendrick didn't put hands on him.
Yeah,
like,
where
why
was
did J. Cole intervene? And why did J. Cole feel the need to intervene in that when it had nothing to do with you? He mad at Kendrick, and he's the one that ends up getting slapped by a drunk Diddy wearing a black leather thong. What?
Where was Schoolboy Q at? Where was J Rock at?
Where was Absol? Where is
that shit? Yo, if they do the Diddy biopic, they got to include that scene.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? That's a scene they have to include in the Diddy biopic. Ain't no way. And you apologizing for not battling. You better battle somebody now.
Yo, and the 50 Cent, is the one that produces, Diddy's documentary. Oh my God, like the actor that's going to portray J. Cole.
He needs to include that.
Yo, the actor that plays J. Cole, he's gonna have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
J. Cole allegedly, they said J. Cole was one of the songwriters on the Dirty Money album, Last Train to Paris. He was one of the songwriters for Diddy on that.
Wow.
And
I bought that album.
Garbage album, by the way.
That album was trash.
That's very.
That album also had Drake on there. Drake was also on that album.
Oh, Miss Aubrey was on there.
Yeah, Aubrey was on there. He had Swiss Beats on there.
He also got slapped by Diddy too.
A lot Like, yeah, he got a black eye from Diddy. What is it with yo? What I feel like Diddy is like the new Tony Montana. Like, what is it with these artists and Diddy? Like, you get a black eye from Diddy and you end up on his album, and then J. Cole gets slapped while he's wearing a black leather thong, and you doing riding for Diddy? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Bro,
These two light-skinned dudes getting slapped by
this shit is funny, man. Like, and I thought Suge Knight was bad. I think he's worse than Suge Knight. It is, we used to hear those rumors about Suge is this and Suge is that. Diddy surpass Suge?
Suge was just the modern day Red from 5 Heartbeats,
bro. That's crazy. Yeah, Drake was on that album too.
This was a win.
These are the lyrics from the "Let Go of My Hand" song. He says, "My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it? I bought that nigga album in 7th grade and played it so much. You would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff back then. I ain't know shit. Now I know too much."
That's not something I would say out loud.
That's from the,
I would say that,
bro. I would burn that. That album wasn't great anyway. I would burn that fucking album.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
You know what I'm saying? The off season, I didn't like the off season. I didn't like the production on it. You know what I'm saying?
Fall Off is even worse.
Yo,
but Fall Off has some joints. It's not a classic double album though. That like the night it came out, you had all the cold stands running to the internet talking about this is the best double album ever. I'm like, hello, did you all not hear All Eyes on Me? Did you all not hear Life After Death or Wu-Tang Forever? Or The War by Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Right.
Diplomatic Immunity Volume 1, Dipset. That was a classic double album.
Bro, there's other double albums that we haven't even mentioned that I think is better than the Fall. For example, has anybody heard of Corruption?
Yep,
Yes.
I heard that.
I mean, to me, I think Corrupt second album is better, but if you just listen to disc 1, to me, I like it more than any disc on for Fall Off.
I heard Corruption like that's not even considered his best album. His best album is Streets of the Mother.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like Corruption was trash. Like there's some joints on there.
Yeah,
but I think I think Streets of the Mother is much more.
I'm like they.
Yeah. Streets of the Mother is much more compact. It's much more concise, and there's less fat on it. I think Corruption had the same problem as a lot of double albums. You know, similar to Jay-Z's album.
Yeah, like Blueprint 2. I didn't like Blueprint 2. Like they had the was it 2.1 version because like they heard what the fans were saying. Like the fans were saying like, yo, this album is not great, and like their best songs, like they had to put like a different version out and just put like the best songs on one single disc. You know what I'm saying? Blueprint 2 wasn't a great double album, you know what I mean? But the Fall Off has some joints. There's some joints on there I like, but I don't think it's a classic double album. It's not even to me top 5 album of the year. I don't care if it went number 1 for the whole year. It's not the best album of the year. I've heard better.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? The Coyote, a West Coast group, Coyotes, they put out an album recently with Static Selector that sound way better than Fall Off.
I gotta hear that one. Yeah.
You know, like I like Kanye's album. I think Bully is gonna be one of the best albums of the year. I think it's his best album since Pablo. And that was what, 9 years ago that came out?
Yeah.
Yep.
I really enjoyed it.
Like Kardashians were in Madison Square Garden dancing horribly.
When we get semi-sane Kanye, good things happen. When he's off his rocker and he's not taking his bipolar medicine, that's when the crap comes out. But for all the delays that he had for this album is actually fire. He got CeeLo on the album. He recently did the two nights at SoFi Stadium. He brought out Lauryn Hill. He brought out Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I'm like, this is semi Kanye that we'll never get the old Kanye again. But semi Kanye, I can fuck with semi Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And I was just saying last night, AZ is dropping Do or Die Part 3 this year. Nobody asked for it. but he's coming out with that. You got Cool G Rap coming out with an album. If those albums ain't better than Bully, what does that say?
Well, first of all, like I wonder, like, what is AZ's aversion to Pieces of a Man? I think that's a great album, but
that's a great album. I think, yo, you know what's crazy? I think today's the anniversary for that album, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, why not highlight that album? I wish AZ would realize that everybody realize how great Do or Die is, but brother, I mean, put some focus on highlighting the greatness of the second album, because you can celebrate the anniversaries of that album, and because it just seems like it's a one-trick pony. It's like you're not. It's not like Snoop Dogg, where Snoop has only one classic album. Like AZ has Do or Die.
I don't know. Well, I mean, let me say, like, Snoop has the album that made him who he is now, which is Doggy Style. I do feel like he has other classics, but I feel like you have to be like a real Snoop Dogg fan to appreciate those other albums. Like to me, he made his best shit on No Limit. After that trash sophomore album, Dogfather, I didn't like that at all. I think when he went to No Limit, he gave us 3 classic albums on there, and I wasn't even a No Limit fan, but I did listen to him when he was on No Limit, and I feel like that's his best shit after Doggy Style, right? And then you got Rhythm and Gangster, which was dope. I liked Blue Carpet Treatment. That's a solid album. The Bush album that he did with the Neptunes, that was solid. He got some other good albums after Doggy Style, but like for his one album, he do have that one top tier album, which is Doggy Style.
Yeah, I mean, Snoop's second best album is No Limit Top Dog from 99. That was the album with Bitch Please. And there's a song on that album. It's the first song. It's called Buck with Sticky Fingers. Yo, to me, that is in my opinion, to me, that's a top 5. To me, that's one of my favorite songs by Snoop. In his entire catalog. He was rapping like he was rapping in 92 and 93. Like, I wish he would do more of that instead of the, was on my jizzle, that bullshit.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like he got some misses too. He has some mediocre shit. He got some trash in his discography, but I think you have to expect that with an artist that's been out for so long, like Snoop, and not everything you come out with is going to be Doggy Style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, quick. Yo, what up, Ray?
Salute, brother. Salute.
Let me ask y'all a question. Like, did y'all see what Patrick Beverly said about Rudy Gobert?
Nah, what did he say? Is that the thing? That's the thing that Matt Bones was talking about?
No. It's unrelated. But Patrick Beverly said he would take Rudy Gobert over Ben Wallace.
What?
Is this your bias showing again?
Nah.
No, I mean, come on, man. Is anybody really going to take Rudy Gobert's, limited scoring prowess over Ben? At least with Ben was a terrible offensive player, but
he was Charles Oakley without a jump shot.
Right.
Yo, and number one, he was a 4-time defensive player of the year. Yeah. He led rebounding, for several seasons. Like, Rudy Gobert has never been all, first team all NBA anything. So I don't understand that rationale.
Gobert could give you 20 and 10, but that's about it. He has no rings. He hasn't been to the finals.
Yo, try. You know where I'm going with this. It's just like the whole Knicks for clicks thing. These motherfuckers that say anybody could beat the Knicks in the playoffs.
They feel like Cat plays so often. Cat giving you 20 and 10 every night. Exactly. You haven't had that since Patrick Ewing.
That's why I don't ever take these fucking idiots serious on their stupid shows and shit.
You know what I mean?
Like as far as what did you do in the NBA besides win dunk contests?
As far as like a 7-footer, we haven't had that since Patrick Ewing. We had Zach Randolph, who was a power forward, and he gave you 20 and 10, but we were losing at that point.
Yeah. Because we had Eddie
You know what I'm
Curry's
saying?
fat ass playing center.
Oh yeah, Zach.
Right.
Didn't Zach come from Portland?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
came to the Knicks, right? And he
Yep.
had Eddie Curry. I think we had David Lee also at that point, and David Lee went off to Golden State and got a ring with them.
Yo, Zach Randolph, he was in Portland by himself. Just
Right.
he was having all-star seasons, but the NBA was giving him a hard time over the weed thing.
Hey, yo,
Because of the
and
Jailblazers.
next week they got a Portland Trailblazers documentary coming out on
the
Netflix.
Jailblazers.
I gotta watch that.
Yo,
I gotta watch that. That's gonna be crazy.
Zach, he had Portland lit in the early 2000s.
Yes.
Oh yeah, try.
Anyway, Sean,
What'd you think of the pipe bomb 2.0 on Monday?
that was great. Luna had mentioned that. I was like, yeah, like that was when CM Punk is on the mic. He always give a classic segment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's known for.
You think he's gonna win at WrestleMania?
Nah, I think Roman gonna win. I think what should happen is Roman
I
should.
don't want him again, man. Like,
But I don't think it's gonna be as long as his reign as with the bloodline was before, because Roman is still sick. So he like once you're sick, it's like he can't be there all the time.
yeah.
So he could win it now and then lose at SummerSlam. What should happen is I think Cody should keep his title. But Randy Orton at this point, he's old, he's banged up, he doesn't stay healthy for a full year. Yeah. I don't see Randy winning. Even if Randy wins, he's gonna lose at SummerSlam. But I think Cody should keep his title, and I think CM Punk gonna lose his title.
They should just turn Cody heel already.
They should.
And have him dye his hair black, and then have him just go by Raheem.
Right.
Because that's his middle name, right?
Raheem? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cody Raheem Rhodes?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
Mm. And then have his wife come on TV with him too.
Brandy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it can go. I don't know at this point. It's like because Triple H is. I'm hearing that they're gonna get rid of him. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
Think they'll bring back the old man?
Who? McMahon. There's rumors about Vince coming back too. They said Vince might come back also.
Well.
So I don't know. I don't know what they plan on doing. I just hope it's a good Mania.
Minus all those damn celebrities. Nobody wants to see Jelly Roll or that Southern woman, Little Yachty.
Yeah. Yeah, what was he doing there the other night?
I don't fucking know.
He was on SmackDown. I'm like, why is Little Yachty on SmackDown?
Yo, as long as he's not talking about hip hop, let him be on SmackDown.
No, I don't want him doing the wrestling shit out the door.
Hey man, I'd rather him be in the wrestling world than in the hip hop world.
Oh yeah, I didn't on SmackDown.
Yeah, he was on SmackDown last week.
Oh God.
I'm like, why? I'm like, please don't tell me you're putting him in the storyline. That makes no sense.
Just let anybody be in there, man.
Yeah. But like the whole J. Cole and Diddy thing, I'm like bro, like I feel like he's almost obligated to battle Kendrick now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that you were running to Kendrick's aid, and then now you got somebody from TDE coming out and saying that you a liar. He got to battle Kendrick now.
Yo, that's the worst type of violation when you come to somebody's aid and
right. Definitely worse.
Somebody from they camp just hit you over the head. Right. I should have just minded my business.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro.
yo,
make me even look bad.
Yo, Ray.
Yo.
Yeah. When I was sleeping on the train. Yo, you know where that's from?
What?
you ain't heard about J Electronica?
Man. Getting booed.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
You're crashing out and everybody.
Yo, man. And that's crazy, man.
When I was sleeping on the
came
train,
back, man.
If J Electronica doesn't put out an album called When I Was Sleeping on the Train, he just wasted $1 million worth of press.
Oh man.
I loved it when he was like, if you boo me, you a coward.
Right?
Yo, what? Man.
He said coward like Kiss would say coward.
Yeah.
Oh, like when he said it to Diddy or High 97, you a
Yeah.
coward.
I throw a refrigerator over your head.
Right?
What is
Why,
it then? What
was
are
he,
you calling?
why was he so angry though? I'm like, bro, like it's not that serious.
Yo, maybe people got Jay Electronica fucked up or something. Like
Yeah.
maybe Jay had to remind people I'm not so enlightened that I can't go there if I have to.
Right. I'm like by any means necessary, right?
Yeah, like hey, that for why is backing me, but don't think I won't put in work.
Right.
Like I wasn't.
He's like, you're a coward if you boo.
Yo,
like shut up and listen to bars.
He went into the crowd to confront whoever was booing him like he was a battle rapper.
Right. It was everybody that was booing him.
Yo, he had that microphone and he was actually rapping to the person that was booing him. Oh, and I'm like, man. I mean, what are you gonna do? You gonna beat up all of these people that are booing you?
Yeah, but you know what? The sad thing, man, it just that to me it's fucked up because, bro, you first of all right. Here's the thing, nigga. We don't made it. Look, we don't waited like
20 years,
two grandkids and shit until his fucking album drop. That's one. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you already fucking my head up like, yeah, I'm about to just give Hov like 19 albums. Like, what the fuck? 19? I mean, who the fuck got time to listen to 19 albums?
I remember he said that, yeah.
Yeah, some shit like that. And you know, instead of us just getting a chance to listen to music that was backed up in traffic, right? This nigga gets booed for what reason again?
What was happening was that like he was performing, but every time he would perform a song, he would cut the beat and then rhyme the song's lyrics a cappella.
Right.
He kept doing that for every song, and the fans got restless. they got tired of hearing that. It's like
he was trying to do what Styles P did at the Verses.
Right.
Yeah.
The Styles P can't do every song though. That's the thing. So
one song.
Yo, imagine seeing Jay Electronica do that for an hour. Yo, man, like, and they're waiting for Currency to come on. It's like, dude, just perform the song in its entirety because you're acting like you're spitting some Killer Priest type level lyricism.
Right.
Yeah, man. But you know what that comes from, though, bro? Yo, think about it. He probably ain't really rocked the stage in a long time, man. He probably forgot certain shit. You know what I mean? Like, real shit. He probably forgot, like, damn. Oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It probably was, listen. Y'all don't think it was people's backstage like, yo. Oh, son ain't listening. Shit, man. Yo. Next you know, word is born when I come from the new, or listen, man. Y'all don't want it. Y'all want it. Oh, y'all booing me? Shit. All right. That's because y'all niggas fake. He one of them type of niggas.
Listen to bars and shut up.
It's fucked up, man. Because I rock the Jay Electronica, man. But listen, man. Sometimes we forget, man. We've been gone so long. You know what I mean? Like real shit. Yo, it's been a while, bro. Real shit. That's what happens with inconsistency, man. Those are the results of that.
I think the worst thing that happened to Jay Electronica was having Jay-Z do that album with him, because that's his musical social security. Like right. he can always rely on. He can always say, "I did an entire album with Jay-Z," and just ride that for an entire career.
Yeah. And you know, some of those idiots online was comparing that to the Purple Tape.
Cuban Link. Yeah.
Hell no. Fuck, emphatically no. Fuck, hell no.
And the ill thing is that he did that album when Jay was post 4-4. Like this ain't when it's not like he did an album with a Jay-Z that was coming off of shit Blueprint.
American Gangster.
Or American
Gangster. At least American Gangster hold, yeah.
When they did that song, Shiny Suit off the Pete Rock sample,
yeah,
that voice I heard, I had no idea that was the Dream. I thought that was a woman.
Me too. Same thing.
It sounds like that from time to time.
If it wasn't for those damn credits, man.
Yeah.
I thought that the same thing when I first heard Dej Loaf. I thought that was the dream trying to rap.
Right.
Yeah,
But whoever compared the fucking purple tape to the Jay Electronica in the whole, man, they don't. Fuck.
that
Man,
was the fans
smoking
doing
that.
that shit. I'm
That
like,
was
when
who?
it came out and I seen it, I'm like, the purple tape, boy, yo, crazy.
Yo, and I think what Jay Electronica doesn't understand is that people do not want to be preached to. Like, imagine if Public Enemy did not have Flavor Flav, and it was Chuck D and Professor Griff.
That was really the plan in the first place. Russell Simmons and Rick Rubin.
But this week Chuck D came out and he said like there's no Public Enemy without Flavor Flav though.
Hell no, it ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
why
they didn't always agree. Like they had like a disconnect. Like when Flavor Flav went off and did like Flavor of Love, like they wasn't speaking like that. But it was actually Chuck D's idea for him to go off and do that though.
Yeah.
Like
Jay do that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like they wasn't seeing eye to eye, but he was like Flavor Flav will always be a part of that group.
Jay, like he's like that guy, you know, that he always every time you see him, he always want to tell you how to live your life,
right?
And he always, you know,
I see a bunch of those niggas outside. Trust me.
Yeah, they always talk about what they just learned.
Right.
Like they learned it 5 minutes ago, but now they want to teach you and be a walking Wikipedia on all things, you know, black.
Yeah. And they hit you, and they always hit you with your favorite line. Hey, brother man, come here, help me out. I'm like, nah, leave me alone, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm my favorite.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey yo, I'm in the ass shoulders, bro. Yo, tell me y'all heard that Banks verse getting that Papoose and Mano.
I didn't hear it.
Nah.
Man.
You bullshit, right?
Nah, I ain't bullshitting at all. Nah, I'm dead ass.
Right,
but here's the thing, and it got Yayo talking greasy. But here's the thing. Here's the catch. I think it's AI.
Is it?
Because here's the thing. It gotta be because it would have if it was actually Banks, this shit would have been a headliner. It would have been a hot ticket headliner. Banks, let's rap about it. Yeah, but somebody did some Banks verses, and they had Tony Yayo talking greasy in the background. The unit. Niggas ain't fucking with the unit. Let's rap about it. Yeah, rap about that. You know what I'm saying? And then Banks is just, you know, getting that Pap and Mano. You know? I think I'm not sure they said anything about Jim, maybe. But definitely he didn't say anything about Fab. And I guess that was the person that made it his way of making it seem real because, you know, Fab and Banks, you know, they you know, that's their peoples, whatever. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, but the shit is dope. I can't even front. Because at first, when I first heard it, my people was like, yo, check it out. Banks getting at the at Pap and Mano. So I'm like, oh shit. Then after a while, I'm like, wait a minute, why this shit ain't spread? You know what I'm saying? Like, why this shit ain't spread? Like, why the fuck that was the only outlet I seen and heard that shit? I had to save that shit just so I don't lose it. Then I ain't hear nobody say shit. And that was last Saturday. That was Saturday.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
that
like
was
if you don't,
Saturday.
Yeah, it's like if you don't see it at certain hip hop, you know, sites and blogs, you know it's not official.
Right.
But you know what though? Even with that, I'm still surprised it ain't spread because they'd be like, yo, AI version of Banks getting that, what's the name of them? You know what I'm saying? You know, shit, nigga, Banks might want to hear the shit. You know what I mean? So, but this shit is crazy. Shit is raw. I'm not gonna lie. This shit sound like, the beat sound like some old G Unit before they kick Buck out the group type shit.
But yo, I mean, Papoose might just jump out the window and diss Banks for real.
Right.
You know, if somebody told him, yo, this is like the real shit.
That's wild.
Well, that'd be a good one though. That'd be a good one. We need something, bro. Bro, I'm sick. Y'all know I'm sick right now. I'm still sick. Let's keep it a buck, man. Fuck Baby Grand, yo. What the fuck, yo? Yeah. How the fuck y'all gonna hold back Storm God Cook, yo? That was one of the most anticipated fucking albums of this year. How the fuck? Y'all just fucked up hip hop in 26. Yep. At the top of 26. How the fuck you ain't released that shit, man?
I didn't know you can even detox an album in 2026.
Man.
We're gonna get to him too.
Listen,
Some shit came out about Dre.
first of all, in order to detox something, you actually have to be intoxicated by the shit. I ain't had
Right.
the shit yet, so I can't detox nothing I ain't have.
Some shit came
What I'm
out
gonna
about
detox
Dre
the air?
recently, yo.
What I'm gonna detox the air? Real shit. Ain't shit. I ain't listen. And the sad thing is, we only heard one single from that motherfucker. Usually when the album about to drop, they let you,
Right.
depending on the time frame, they release the first single. They let you hear at least one or two. Like Mobb Deep, they let us hear 2, maybe 3 singles before the album drop. Then they drop the shit. These niggas got the one shit. You got Swiss inside the art gallery. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to my, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Bitch, I lied to you. And that's what
Yep.
Baby Graham did. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
And they let
So it's about to drop that
single come
album.
out. Why they didn't block the single from coming out?
Hey, to make them think they was gonna drop an album.
Right.
But they lied to you. Real shit. I really want to hear that album, man. Yo, I really want to hear that album, especially that weekend, yo.
Thing.
Oh man, yo, they
I
just
feel like he gonna need Jay or Westside Gun to step in and get him off of that.
West Side Gun. I don't know where Baby Grand fucking playing. Nigga might need fucking Putin for this shit. I don't know. Shit. Like,
Yo,
you
Jay
know what I
gonna,
mean?
Jay gonna have to put on that cape
Yeah.
and save the day.
Kanadi's saying that album might never come out. That would be a shame.
That's some bullshit. Yo, bro, the album never come out. I'm out knocking any motherfucking door. Like, yo, stop the real shit.
We do another documentary about them.
Real talk. Like, yo, y'all just fucked up hip hop in 26, man.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
Yo, do y'all think like Jake would, buy out, Stuff God from Baby Grand and put the album out on Rock Nation?
Yeah,
Like he did Clips?
You could do it. But see, what's his name? Stove God is with Griselda too. So how would that work out?
See, here's the thing. No, Stove God is only production. He's really signed a Buster. He's really signed a Buster.
He's still a Buster.
Yeah, but it ain't Buster's contract that's holding him up. It's the Baby Grand shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's only production wise with Westside Gun and them. Because you know how like Buster got this method where as though he don't be all in the videos and shit. Like OT Genesis. I didn't know that was Buster's artist, but it is amongst other people. But Buster, he play a different type of seat with that shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't be in your videos and shit like that. You know what I mean? And what's his name? Stove God Cook said that shit on If These Kitchen Walls Could Talk. He said, Bus, it was all about the timing. I Rolex looks something, but I bet it's touching them diamonds, some shit like that.
Right.
But that's what it is, man. Like whoever do that shit, just don't fuck the music up. I don't want to hear no Atlanta brunch shit like that ghost thing. I ain't like that shit. Nah, nope. Nah, that's Atlanta brunch.
Right.
I ain't rocking with it. That's Atlanta brunch.
Mimosos and shit.
Yeah, yo, you know what I'm saying? Chicks eyelashes longer than your motherfucking boots. You know what I'm saying? So
taking like 700 selfies in like 5 minutes.
yeah, yo, you know what I'm saying? So and don't get me wrong, so I rock with the A, but that ain't the A, man. We this is the up top Grammy right here. Real shit.
You know how bad sometimes I want to just like go by and just like slap somebody's phone out their face when they doing that while having brunch, man.
Oh man. Listen, that's what that shit sounded like it was recording.
Get out of here, motherfucker. What is wrong with you?
Yo, like that song sound like that's all. Like sometimes when you listen to a song, you could tell what was being used, and that song sound like it was just straight mimosas, like you said, mimosas and champagne.
Nah,
I want to smoke some weed.
That's how like some of the and I hate to say it, but that's how some of the Rock Marciano and Primo albums sound.
Nah. I can smell the weed in Rock Marciano. I can smell the smoke in Rock Marciano shit.
I just wanted
the
to
Henny,
but you know what's crazy though? Like the day that it didn't come out, like Stove got put up a post and he put up another unreleased track on the album, and it's actually a track with beats. So I don't think it was gonna sound like brunch with mimosas. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm talking about that one song. That remember that one song? I think it's called Breaks. Bro, I ain't like it. I'm like, nah. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, nigga Dame in the building. Yep.
Peace,
Now,
Dame.
this this I saw funny, and I had to give show this to Rocco before we came on. Dre said, apparently Dre said that he was doing over 400 beats during the pandemic, and all we got was that shitty Snoop Dogg album Missionary out of that 400, those 400 beats. I'm like,
That's
bro, there's no way you had 400 tracks and you gave us that shit on an album.
I mean, what is he saving those tracks for? Like at the end of the world, is he gonna have music to get to? People that's going to be left after the world is over.
Bro, there's no way.
Yo,
y'all terrible.
I mean, what is? I wonder. I mean, what is the point of having all of those tracks in the vault?
Right. What's the? Because we remember when King Disease came out, the first one, we saw Dre in the studio with Nas. What was he doing with Nas? Because that shit is still on release.
Yeah, I want to hear that. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was tough. Right? I got to hear that shit. Yeah. Right. Just like when that Swizz Beatz and Just Blaze battle. Yeah. That shit called Bath Salt. Only thing is when the album dropped, I like the one that was in. Yeah, but when the album dropped, it ain't sound better than the one that we heard with the original one. The original one was better.
Right. The original one had Jadakiss on it.
Yep. Yeah, Jada on it. I know they took Kiss verse off, but that's dope. Like X, Kiss, Hove, and now.
Right. And then with Joe Santana when he was on DJ Vlad, he said that Dipset did a whole EP with Dr. Dre. That's still unreleased.
Was he under the influence when he said that?
Nah, he was saying he wasn't he wasn't under the influence. But I heard that from Cameron too, like because they had signed with Interscope at one point, and they had went in the studio with Dre, and Dre has like all the tracks like in the vault. So we might never get the Dipset Dr. Dre EP.
I mean, much respect to Cam and Dipset, but man, I'm not mad that that's unreleased. I'd rather see Dre, get in the studio with a RJ Payne,
right,
or or a Locksmith or a Ransom, like somebody
or Rock Marciano.
Yeah, like somebody that's actually active, making music that's inspired, that is still hungry, that still got something to say.
But what happened? Like Dre, the same year that Dre put out Missionary, remember he put out the Marsha Ambrosius Casablanca album. That was a dope R&B hip hop album, right? And he used a lot of familiar samples. You know what I'm saying? But what happened with the Missionary album? This was an album that people was expecting for years.
You know what? I mean, after hearing the Missionary album, I kind of my expectations.
Y'all got to hold that one. Y'all got to hold that one. No, I'm sorry.
Why?
No.
Ray, did you hear Missionary? The Missionary album yet?
No, this is what I'm saying. Y'all said no, I didn't hear that. But what I'm saying is, you see, you right there, Dr. J with RJ Payne. You saying like they better than Dipset?
I mean, now at this point,
man,
I mean, what does Jewels have left? Like, what does he have? He's
no. I'm talking about back then. I ain't talking about. No, I ain't talking about now. No, I'm talking about the shit back then. They still had their juice.
But it's a different Dipset now compared to back then.
No. What I'm saying is that shit might be fire. It's just unreleased. But I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say a RJ Payne or Rock Marciano should be better than that. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I feel
that's
like
that's something done.
Dipset is not how they used to be in the 2000s though. So like we get in Dipset now.
But yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They might not have been as consistent as they were in the beginning, 2000s. But I can't front, bro. Niggas make some bangers. Like even Capo had a classic album in 2019.
I get it, but it's
El Capo.
There's no one ever in life, but that's besides.
It's really Jim Jones is putting out the music. Cam dropping the EP said in May.
No, but
we
what I'm
don't know when
saying
that's
is that shit, yo, bro. What I'm saying is that album that they made with Dre might be fire.
right.
But I ain't gonna say RJ Payne and them could be better. Hell, they got more work to do. Nigga, they gotta get past they old shit for me to say they better. Hell no. No.
But the thing is though, if Dre's album with Snoop, like
I can
Missionary
see
was
y'all say
supposed
the locks. Now y'all said some niggas like the locks or Mob Deep. That's something different. I get y'all that. But I ain't putting no RJ Payne and Rock
Not
Marciano
even
with no Dipset. Hell no.
the locks haven't dropped nothing classic since We Are the Streets. That was over
No,
25 years ago.
no. Well, no, what I'm saying is this. I'm still not gonna say I'd rather hear no RJ Payne or no motherfucking Rock Marciano over them.
So
Nah,
you
hell
mean
no.
you wouldn't want to hear like a
They ain't,
new
they ain't,
artist
they
now
ain't,
with Dr. Dre?
they not the, and on top of that too. That's two different eras. You want now? If I got now, if you want to go with this era, I got something for this era.
Okay.
Now, if you say Rock Marciano and RJ Payne, nigga, I got Stove God. Nigga, I got Conway. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I got my nigga Ransom. You know what I'm saying? I got my nigga what's that nigga name? I got the fucking Freddie Gibbs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna I'm not gonna put them in that era. Nah.
Now you know who I put with Dre?
Salute, Dame.
Yo, salute, fellas. Y'all know who I would put with Dre?
Who'd you put with Dre?
Man, I would put Devin the Dude with Dre.
Oh yeah, that's obvious, right? Because Devin was on Chronic 2001.
Devin did a lot of vocals on that motherfucker, bro. I mean, he did a lot of vocals for Dre in the past and like cats on the West Coast. I think he deserved a shot at it.
I agree.
A whole album. And you know what? I just found out last night. Now I knew Big Mike was working with Dre back in the days before Death Row really popped. But I just found out that he had an album that was set to be released on Death Row that was all Dre produced. I'm talking about Big Mike.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Play a Big Mike, right?
Huh?
Play a Big Mike, right?
You damn right, my man. I'm glad that you see that. That's a good guy right there. I like this guy right here, man.
You're just now realizing this.
Yeah. That boy, I thought you was just New York to the death, nigga. Like you ain't know nothing about nobody.
Nah,
but that's
they
cool.
wouldn't be on here.
You got to get up real early in the morning to spar with me, baby.
I heard that. That's my guy right there, man. I fucks with you, Tyson. That's somebody who I would love to hear with Drake. I mean, always had good chemistry.
Right.
You know, I mean, I don't see why not.
Since we on that subject, whatever happened to Teller from back in the day?
Tila?
Yeah, however you say that shit.
Yeah, Tila, you know, Tila went on to do some more albums. He got picked up by Rap A Lot after Suave House. It was something. It was around the time that Suave kind of disappeared from the scene, and then all of a sudden, you know, Tila was on Rap A Lot.
Yeah, because I remember when Angie, and you remember this, right, Try? When Angie had this show on High 97 back in the day called Out of New York, and she would play just like stuff that wasn't getting played in New York for like an hour or something.
Yeah, Tila had a classic album, That Peace of Mind.
Yeah, and he sampled Run DMC on there too.
Yeah, on that Twisted. Yeah. That's a good look, man. My guy.
Yeah, man.
But Dipset now, I don't know how Dipset now in 2026 would sound with Dr. Dre beats.
I wouldn't want to hear no Jim Jones on no Dr. Dre beat.
Right.
Oh God, no.
Same here.
That's a waste. That's a waste.
You know, maybe that's why it's in the vote now.
That's like torturing a Knicks fan and making them watch Game 5 in '93.
Well, I guess that's me, my nigga, because guess what? I can't even hold you. I ain't even talking about today. But again, back then, I'm not talking about today. And if I really want to go blunt with it, shit, nigga, we can hold a Drake beat too. Not today. But back then, 2010, they still had some spark.
Back then.
Back then, I ain't talking about now. Now the niggas is podcasters.
But Drew wasn't saying that they recorded this like recently. This was like recent. This is like after Cam and Jim made up again, and then they before the falling out again.
Yeah. It was 2010. It was 2010. It was after Cam brought out Bottle.
Okay.
It was on the Union. The Union. came out. That's what I'm saying. Back then, nigga Cam was that nigga. Boston's Cam. You know what I'm saying? And remember, that was when Joel's solo career came back, but some shit happened with Def Jam. Remember he had a shit with Chris Brown again. The shit with Lloyd Banks again. Then his shit, he was back popping again. Again, but I don't know what album, but that's what I'm saying. It was back then when they had that motherfucking spark. I ain't talking about now. Shit, nigga, from what I hear, Dr. Dre probably don't got the spark with the beats no more. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not gonna say now. That's why I said I can't. I'm sorry, y'all, but
yo, no disrespect, my guy, but you sound like a very angry Dipset fan right now. Like
no respect, my guy. Hey, listen, thank you. Fuck it, thank you, nigga. What I'm gonna do? Lie to you, nigga? Thank you. Nigga, I keep a buck, 1,000, whatever you want to call it, my nigga. But guess what? It's the truth. That's the thing. It's the truth. And the truth is, it sounds better than the R.J. Payne album with Dr. Dre. That's the truth.
The thing with
sincerely yours, the angry Dipset fan. You know what I'm saying, my nigga?
It's 400 beats. I'm like, bro, he got to have some good shit out of those 400 beats.
Nah, but real shit, my nigga. I said back then, that was Irv Gotti too. On top of that, bro, that was Irv Gotti put that together. Irv was fucking with Dre and Dipset, and it was 2010. But that album is, I don't know, they should just drop that shit. Cause to me, man, if you got some unreleased shit, man, just drop that shit, yo. This is the time. Like, I still want to hear Detox because I know it was made back in the early 2000s.
Right.
Well, I tell y'all niggas what. Listen.
You got a better chance of hearing an unreleased Prince album that Questlove got in his vault somewhere or something.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Nah, but let me tell you, bro. Man, I'm good on Dre, man. I'm good on Dre. Like, you know, nigga been giving us shit since 86, bro, 87.
Real talk.
You know, I'm good on Dre, bro. Nigga, give me some quick, you know, give me some some Battle Cats, some Mechanics. You know, nigga, some Daz Dillinger. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine, we can go that route, like Dre.
And I heard Daz is working on the whole album with Jadakiss too.
Yeah, Dre gotta stop being so fucking, you know, like elusive and auriform and shit. You know, he got to relax with all that shit, bro. Because put the music out, man. All right, if you got 400, okay, put 100 of them motherfuckers out. You still got 300 left, nigga.
Right.
I mean, he's too much of a perfectionist. Like,
and that could be
the same thing with Q-Tip too.
That could be a downside for some niggas, though. You know what I'm saying? That could really be a downside.
Nah, it could, because Q-Tip such perfectionist. Chris Light literally had to snatch the album out of his hand.
Yeah.
And if he didn't, the album when it came out.
You said that.
The album was behind the year.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was behind the year.
Yeah, man.
I mean, in 2024, in the year when Pete Rock produced Common, Q-Tip produced
I like the album he put out with Danny Brown too a couple years ago.
Yeah, I mean, Dre had the weakest collaboration album with his own MC. Like,
right.
Like you would think, like I had higher expectations for Dre for that Missionary album. You know, P.Y. blew Dre out of the water. Q-Tip blew Dre out of the water. I mean, it was no competition.
No.
And I think what also is frustrating about Dre is that even on that Missionary album, he had like he was trying to create pop hits. Like he made last.
Never mind. I don't want to listen to it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Like,
you're not missing.
That's all I needed to hear, yo.
but I do not want to hear.
Let me guess. He got Katy Perry on the album, right?
Nah, not Katy Perry.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll is on there.
Oh God, dude, that's even worse. Oh, Mom, I might meet you up there real soon after hearing that.
That was the song he did where he went to Tom Petty's estate and got like the Tom Petty vocal.
Yo, and that the way they flipped it was terrible.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna flip it, at least make it dope, and it wasn't.
Right.
But this is another indictment on Dre because he had an opportunity to produce Rakim, and Rakim.
And he wanted Rakim to sound like 50.
Yeah, I mean, like what the who does that? Like who tells the 18th letter that you need to sound more gangster? You need to sound. You got to have a pop hook.
He told him he can't make hooks.
Rakim sounded gangster in the ghetto. If you really want to fucking,
he said he couldn't make hooks, and Rakim is not really about making hooks.
Nah.
I mean, Rakim's best songs did not have hooks.
They was just straight bars.
Yeah, like where's the hook on Nova Ledge?
Right.
Exactly.
Where's the hook on Microphone Fiend? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just one long verse.
Paid in full. You know.
Where's the hook on Mahogany?
No hook on Mahogany. Exactly. No hook on Step Back.
In the ghetto.
Right.
Just mixing, yeah. Hey, but
they were just clashing in the studio though. Like the way that Rakim works in the studio was clashing with Drake.
Yo, to me, I thank God for DJ Premier because after Rakim left Aftermath, DJ Premier took control of Rakim's album.
Yeah,
and it was like Rakim never left.
Right.
Yeah.
See, look.
Y'all
see how y'all do? 1 minute y'all bash my nigga Premier.
I ain't bashing. Hold on, I did not. I just said no. I said he had it was like a 7 years where he was giving us mid stuff. It wasn't great. Right? We gotta be honest. We gotta be honest about the artist though. You know what I'm saying? like I never said he was whack. I said like Primo is number 2 on my list after Pete Rock. They my favorite 2 producers all time, right? But he had a stretch where it was like 7 years he wasn't giving us classic material, and he found himself again on the Della album and then on the Nas album. That's all I was saying. I was saying it wasn't classic material that people still remember. Like the stuff he did for Griselda wasn't good, right? And he was doing stuff for like Chance the Rapper and Miguel. 21 Pilots. I'm like, what is this? What are you doing shit for Molly Cyrus? Like what?
Macklemore, unfortunately.
Macklemore, right? He did a spin with Macklemore. It wasn't classic material. It's like you hear it once and you're not going back to that shit.
Hey, yo, I can't get mad at Macklemore because that probably something that Macklemore always wanted to do, man. His dream to get a track produced by Premier.
Like
he just ain't had a flow. He just ain't had a flow.
It always goes back to what Freddie Fox said. Niggas think just because they get a beat from Primo, they solidified in hip hop. No,
exactly.
you're not.
So it's like you had more of like the newer artists getting a beat from Primo to make them feel solidified. You know what I'm saying?
And then, I'll never forget when Freddie Fox was on Combat Jack's podcast, rest in peace. And he was saying how this producer hit me up and he goes, yo, I got these beats that sound like Primo and Pete Rock. Let's work. And then he goes, what are you talking about? I could just call up Pete Rock and Premier myself. Like, you're wasting my time, man. Who gave you my fucking number?
No, Pete Rock had this stretch where he was giving us very mid production.
Yeah, and you might not like it, Try, but I like that album he did with Skyzoo.
I didn't like that.
Wait. Yo, Try, bro. Did you like the album he did with Smith and Wesson, Monumental?
I loved it. Monumental was fire. I love that. Yes. Right? But then he did an album with Flea Lord that wasn't good.
Nah, don't say that, man, because I ain't listened to that yet. I'm saying I ain't even here yet, and y'all know I rock with Flea Lord, yo.
Lord, ready to scrap.
Bro,
I rock with Flea Lord. Damn.
I like Flea Lord, but the beats wasn't good.
I like the he did with what's the name too? Griselda.
That was dope.
Nah, is that Monumental the one with Medina on it?
No. Nah, that's the joint with he had a joint. Yeah, no, that was on Smith and Wesson album. That was on the Infinity. Okay, that album, but the Monumental came out like 10 years ago.
2011.
They did a song with Fury called Roses, and they had they had Sean P was on that album, Memphis Bleak,
and Sean Price.
Styles P's on there. Yeah, Styles P's on there.
Okay.
Black Rob is on there. That was a classic album, but again, like he was doing, he was hit or miss at that point. He was hit or miss.
Yeah. And that album didn't get no fucking promotion either.
So it's like it's gonna happen. Like your favorite artist might not drop classic material all the time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But nah, Pete Rock ain't been popping down here since Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
I don't know about Dre, man. I don't know.
Damn, it's been that long.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Try, what you think about our Knicks? We gonna win out these next three?
Drake. Yeah, we got
the
Raptors. We got the Raptors. We got tomorrow is what? What we got? We got tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow the Knicks play Boston.
Yeah, Boston, Raptors, and Hornets on Sunday.
Yeah, I think we could win out these next three and get that.
Yeah, we could win out. Win that out. I mean, as long as we stay in the 2 seed and we don't fall before after 4.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying we could definitely like I said, it's gonna come out to New York and Detroit in the finals.
Because if we play Toronto in the first round, we sweeping them.
Yeah, I don't see Toronto. They're not a threat in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
If we could come back from 20 down and beat them, we good.
Right.
Yeah, who's behind the Knicks in the standings?
Cleveland and Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta not a threat either.
Because last time I checked, because I think it was over on Saturday that the Cavaliers were like 1 game away from the first seed.
Right.
That would be kind of like if the Knicks like fell like to the 4th seed, like it would be kind of anticlimactic, because for me in my mind it's been built up that the Knicks, Pistons play in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And you know what happened in the regular season doesn't matter, right?
What?
I was just Oh no, y'all go ahead. My bad.
I was just telling you. You know what happened in the regular season doesn't matter.
I mean, I would say that. I would say that if my squad got beat by the same team in blowouts.
Oh, here you go.
I would feel the same way. I feel you.
Oh, you talking his shit.
I mean, like the reports came out that they tried to get Giannis. They definitely need to get Giannis so they don't make the finals this year.
This whole shit is becoming a fucking distraction, man.
It's really not though. They gotta ignore the media, and I mean the media gonna hype it up because it's Giannis. You know what I'm saying? But they have to make the finals. If they don't make the finals, that's when they gotta start looking at Giannis over the summer. Like, we gotta trade for Giannis.
Let me ask y'all a question. Like, how do y'all feel about this 65 game rule where MVP candidates they have to play 65 games in order to qualify to be eligible for MVP in first team NBA? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
I mean, I mean, if you're trying to win a championship, the MVP shouldn't matter.
Yeah, and my thing with that, you notice how some people pretend to be hurt, but then right when they see the Knicks on the schedule, they just magically feel better.
They feel better, right? But they going into New York, they want to put on a show.
Yo.
Yeah, I just saw that Wembanyama needs to play 20 minutes in order to be eligible. Like this is ridiculous, man. Like I hope they address like the 65 game rule in the off season because like my man said, it's a distraction. It's like we talking more about this 65 game rule more than we're talking about who are the contenders in each conference.
Yeah,
like in the East it's Detroit, it's New York, and Boston, and everybody else is.
Everybody else is just bottom feeders.
They'll put Cleveland in that conversation too. Yeah. Even though I don't feel like the Cavs because James Harden don't play defense. I'm like they're not going to win with James.
He gets winded in like 30 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? They were better off without him. They
hate to use
need
this
hard.
comparison. It's like seeing Bobby Brown on stage with New Edition. He get winded in like 30 seconds.
Right.
Yo, just wait until games 3 and 4, like when Harden starts playing more minutes and it's crunch time.
Yep.
And he has to go to the line, and he's going to get bruised up.
Yep.
You know, coming off of those screens, like I'm not. Like they're going to have to show me in order for me to really believe in Cleveland.
Right. I agree. You know, out west, I mean, you got the Thunder, and it's everybody else. Like Denver. Denver has
Al Baton motherfucker SGA.
That I don't know. Denver's bench is not as good as OKC.
Yeah.
I think the most entertaining series in the first round is going to be Lakers and Houston.
Yeah, but I think Houston going to win. They have a better team than the Lakers.
Except for when they go to the bench.
But especially now, there's no Luka. He ain't coming back, right? You got to sit LeBron out for minutes because he can't play the full game. Who do they have other than Austin Reeves? Is not that guy to carry that team on his back right now.
Man, like if I'm Houston, I'm licking my chops right now. Because who did the Lakers play over the weekend? And they got blown out so badly, man. Yep. They had Bronny, you know, trying to play meaningful minutes, and they were just taking him to score.
He don't play. That's the thing. It's like if he was playing, you would have somebody off the bench that you could be like, okay, maybe Bronny could do something. They don't play him.
Yo, Dame, I know you don't follow the NBA too tough, but Houston got a good. They're going to make it to the second round.
Oh yeah,
and then
for sure.
And we'll see.
Yo, Try, I got a question for you.
Yo.
All right, so what would be your starting lineup for the Knicks in the playoffs? Would you leave it as it is, or would you make some tweaks to it?
I'm starting Mitch at center, and put Cat at the 4, and OG at the 3, and then Hart at 2, and Brunson at 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mine is a little bit different. I got
Mitch. Who you taking out? Are you starting Bridges, or you having him come off the bench?
I'm gonna start Bridges and put Hart on the bench because we need. If
you start Bridges, you gotta hope that Bridges give you a hot start.
Yeah,
that's because he's the one player in that starting lineup that he's not consistent.
Yeah, I would rather put him at the 2 and then OG at the 3.
Yeah, you know? I would. Yeah, but to me, I'm starting Hart because we know what Hart can give you. He plays hard. He's the heart, no pun intended, of the Knicks.
Yeah, and then on the bench,
Bridges got that big contract last summer, and he hasn't shown it.
Is it fair to say
how he only plays good against San Antonio too?
Right.
Is it fair to say that the Knicks should be well rested going into the playoffs?
They should be. I wouldn't.
More than they were last year. That's for sure.
I wouldn't start Brunson. I would have Brunson sit out for the last 3 games of the season.
Yeah, he got nothing to prove now.
Yeah, we don't want him tweaking his ankle.
I mean, we need him against Boston tomorrow night, but then after that, just let him rest.
We already beat Boston. We know we could beat Boston.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We don't need him against.
Jaylen Brown's been talking a lot of shit too.
Let him talk. That's good. He's been carrying his team, but. We already beaten the Celtics, so we know we can beat them even with Tatum coming back.
Yeah, and their bench got worse because they got the guy from Chicago, and he don't play no fucking.
And we don't need him to play. We don't need to play Brunson against the Hornets. So it's like I would just sit him out until the playoff time.
Yeah, let Tyler the Creator start.
Right.
Man, that's what you call it, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
he's nice. Tyler Kolek is nice.
He's good. He needs more playing time too. I want to see him get playing time in the playoffs.
Facts.
We have a deeper bench now, like compared to last year. Like last year, the coach was
panicking. Coming off the bench is Jordan Clarkson.
The coach was panicking last year, but you know what I'm saying. But now we know what we have off the bench, and we have a deeper bench than last year.
Yep.
Yo, while we on the I'm gonna switch teams. Well, this NBA related, but how do y'all feel about Jaden Ivey lately? Yo, is he like the NBA Kanye?
Nah, because he don't have a history of doing that though, like Kanye. You know what I'm saying? It's like he just went on a rant and it went viral and then he got cut. But it's not, he don't have a history like Kanye has a history of ranting.
I mean, Jaden Ivey. I mean, last weekend he was
especially when he has Grey Goose in his system.
Right.
Yo, he was at Auburn University preaching on the streets, like talking all of this wild stuff.
Wow.
Yo, like to me, like it's not like to me it's like you're watching like a young Jim Jones, not the rapper, but the coach.
Oh God.
yo, like if you know, like if you ever seen videos of Jim Jones, the coach and speak,
right?
Jaden Ivey sounds just like him.
Like Jim Jones.
Yo, I'll never forget. I was watching. It's funny you mentioned that Jim Jones. Because I was watching one of my favorite wrestling matches the other day. It was the Dangerous Alliance versus the Sting Squadron, the steel cage match. So he goes, look at this, look at Paul Lee. He's like Jim Jones, the king is people in Guyana. And Jesse Ventura goes, that's a horrible analogy, Jim Ross.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't like. I mean, and the thing that kind of annoyed me was that when they was comparing Jaden Ivey to Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, and I'm like, they're not even completely the same.
Yeah.
Because Rauf, he was an all-star.
Yeah.
He had actually proven himself.
Right.
And the man didn't want to acknowledge the answer.
Well, he was a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he didn't want to stand for the Star Spangled Banner.
So it is possible that
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yo, you know what got me was when one of the Chicago Bulls beat writers, they was breaking down why Jaden Ivey was released from the team, and they were saying that Jaden Ivey, like when in the locker room, like he would be asking female reporters, "Do we fornicate before marriage?"
Oh wow!
Really? He was trying to pull a Mike Tyson. I see. Okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I don't do interviews for women unless I fornicate with them. No.
If you want to continue with this interview, you should keep going.
Yo, I did that shit the other night when I was on the mic. I had.
Are you doing that at your comedy shows?
I'm gonna start doing that now.
Yo,
but I
did sound like Tyson
night to try it out. And everybody's stomach was hurting.
Yo, you know my favorite Mike Tyson quote after the fight was when he told Jim that I broke my back. The interview was like confused, like you broke your back, like what's wrong with your back? And
my feeling was when he was talking
spinal.
And then he goes, I was hitting him so hard, he was sounding like a woman. He was making women gestures.
That boy say spinal.
Yo.
Spinal.
Mike Tyson called the hospital the pain center.
The pain center?
Wow. Take me to the pain center.
Can you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger doing comedy? So?
Right? With his accent?
Yeah. It's like you'll think he's trying to tell you something and like he's like yelling overly aggressively. That'll be funny right there. And at the same time, you won't even understand what the fuck he's saying.
Right.
Just like when he was the governor. Like me and my cousin would always watch like when they would put him on C-SPAN and give his damn speeches.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
My stomach wouldn't be right for like 2 days after that,
yo. Rocky, you got anything you want to mention before we get out of here?
I mean, other than just follow me on Instagram.
Oh yeah, appreciate the follow back too, man.
Oh hell yeah, man! Like I always try to follow back, follow people that that are on the show, and like it's NBA season. It's going to be, it's going to be very exciting. Like,
yeah,
and it's and just to see I'm gonna go on a small tangent. Like it's positive. It's positive. Nothing controversial. But like I'm just like I remember just how bad we were in 2023, 2024 when we set that record for the most consecutive losses, and we were ripped, and we should have got the number 1 draft pick. We should have gotten Victor Wembanyama.
Right.
You know, like imagine Victor Wembanyama and Cade Cunningham.
Right.
But just the turnaround from 2024 to 2026, like it is surreal.
Oh, and you're welcome for Jaden Duran, by the way, because we drafted him and then we traded him.
That's right. I forgot about
that. Hey, the check is in the mail. You know, so man, like
take Mitch over him anything though.
Man, bullshitting.
Mitch ain't an offensive powerhouse like Jalen though.
Yeah, and Jalen Duran, he carried the bulk of the scoring load for the Pistons when Cade Cunningham went down. Yeah. And Cade Cunningham, he came back, he scored 13 points. Cade Cunningham, he scored 13 points tonight. So Cade Cunningham, he's back, getting in game shape. You know, so I am so thankful that the Pistons, you know, are so good and so fast and shit. That's what I'm happy about. You know what I mean?
Ray Sean said he follows you also on Instagram, Rocker.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. I appreciate
it. Dame, what you got coming up?
Oh man, we have the 3rd annual High with the Blankster, man. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Point Blank, man, from down here. You know, down with the South Park Coalition, where he having the 3rd annual High with the Blankster, and that's like the most popular stream song that DJ Screw made. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a 420 fest, but since we doing it on the 10th, we calling it the pre-roll. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we got that popping, and you know, every Friday 7 to 10, the Back to the Lab show on Bangin' 832 Radio, man. We're just gonna be playing a whole lot of bangers and, you know, old stuff, new stuff, and having a good time, man. Y'all tap in.
No doubt. Ray, what's up?
Somebody asked me the other night. They was like, "Do you think you not drinking anymore is gonna slow you down?" And then I hit them with a snowball reference. Did a cane slow down Franklin? Exactly.
Yo, this dude funny.
See, this is a comedian.
Yes. When is your next stand-ups coming?
Probably like 2 weeks from now, because I'm not going there this Monday. It's like if anybody in the chat is in like in Durham, North Carolina, come check me out every other Monday at this bar downtown.
Where can they see you at? What's the spot they can see you at?
It's called West End Billiards.
Okay.
You travel to go do your shows, bro?
Nah.
So you live in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Nigga, you live in North Carolina?
Yeah. Let me guess. You thought I lived in Jersey or something, right?
I thought you was flat dead in the middle of motherfucking Bushwick, Brooklyn, or some shit like that. Nigga.
Everybody always say Brooklyn, like, nah.
Yeah, nigga, I thought you was right. I thought you was there right now, nigga.
Nah.
Okay. All right, well, yeah, that's what's up then. You know, so I guess to you, you moved down south, right? That's down south.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I can dig it.
When Patrick Ewing was still with the Knicks, that's when I moved out here.
Real shit.
You've been down here for a minute.
And Chris Childs was running the point.
90s Knicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real shit.
Ray, what you got coming up?
Yeah, man, I just got a studio with Alchemist, you know what I'm saying? So we working on some shit right now.
It ain't April Fools.
Nah. Let me stop trolling. Yeah, you stop. Yeah, I done did enough trolling for one day, right? Yeah, I done did enough trolling for one day. Last Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah. 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 May 1st. May 1st. May 1st. May 1st. You gotta respect the legends. Season 1 docu-series paying homage to the legends. Redman, the Lords of the Underground, Naughty by Nature, Rod Digger, the motherfucking Artifacts, Roscos, BK, Smith and Wesson, Old Red. The list goes on. May 1st, exclusively on Globe House Television. Exclusively on Globe House Television. May 1st.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to give a special shout out before we leave to 16 Bars. He's a content
I feel like
creator.
I'm on Video Music Box right now. I want to give a shout out.
He's been on here with us. 16 Bars. He's from Queens. Get well soon. 16 Bars. He has cancer.
Oh
Get
man,
well soon. We pulling for you. I want to get in touch with him, but I know he's been in the hospital. But they have a his people's, they put out like a GoFundMe link because he's raising money I guess for his surgery. But I'm gonna definitely try to get in touch with him tomorrow. But we praying for you. 16 Bars. Get well soon, and we hope you overcome your cancer.
God bless him. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I've been sober for like 38 days, man.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
Continue
big.
it. Continue it, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what I mean? I got cousins that they were alcoholics and they got over it and they celebrating their sobriety. So I know you can do it, man.
Yeah, it's like Jadakiss said, it takes something for happen for niggas to learn.
Right. Facts.
I don't ever want to go to surgery again, yo.
Yeah, man. Salute to Jay Luna, Ray Sean, salute to you, Reg. Salute to you, everybody that came through. We out. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.
God bless.
Peace.
Love. Peace, y'all.